So one day I'm doing the dishes. A plate slips out of my hand, hits the floor. My daughter hears the noise and then comes to the rescue. I tell her I'm fine. We then pick up the pieces, but instead of putting it all in the trash, we buy gold flakes, we pour it into the super glue, and then we use the mixture to reunite the plate with its other parts. When it's all done, I hold it up, and I'm like, so what do you think? And she says, it's not perfect. It's a little weird, but I'm glad we kept it. I grew up somewhere between my mother's black eye and the bruises on my sister's arm. Somewhere between Sunday morning cartoons and fist fights in the hallway, the tension in my house was so thick, I can spread it on toast most days. That was all I ate for breakfast. I've had my anxiety longer than I've had my wisdom teeth. Thus far, it's the only relationship that I've been able to maintain. I try to celebrate myself, but imposter syndrome always spikes the punch. My brain becomes a revolver with am I good enough? Am I good enough? Am I good enough? In every chamber, the gun click sounds like all the reasons why my ex told me that she couldn't stay. Somebody once asked me, do you love yourself or do you hate yourself? And I was like, yeah. One time, my friend Javon sent a text to the group chat. It was hilarious. I laughed so hard, I spit out all the pills. 10 months later, I'm holding my daughter for the first time. Her tiny heart beating against my chest. And I think about how I almost got off at the wrong exit. Fatherhood is my favorite location, and I thank God that I didn't run out of gas before I got here. I was hanging on by a thread. I decided to let go, but blessed be the soft landing. Blessed be the mulligan, the do-over. Blessed be the second chance that still shows up even when you didn't think you deserved the first one. Kintsugi is a Japanese art form where broken pottery is put back together using liquid gold. The idea is that being broken is not the end of a lifespan. It's the beginning of a new journey. And I'm finally starting to realize that a hurdle is not a finish line, that a setback is not a white flag. My plate may not be pretty, but it's the only one that I got. So when it breaks, I put it back together, and every crack is a beauty mark. It's living proof that everything that has tried to kill me has failed. I asked, what do I tell the God of death? And the universe said, not today. Said not today. Said not today. And sometimes I wake up before my alarm can open its mouth. I lay there and I think about my life, It's not perfect. It's a little weird. But I'm glad we kept it.
Michael, Sean, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.
We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do. Michael Sean wears tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the streets.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when the summer comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
What? Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Yeah. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Every day. My son wears tight shirts. To the gym or wherever. Tight shirts. Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, Michael Sean and We the Worst Records, Ludo, Aristotle, and P Skills have just destroyed or created another perfectly horrible song.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. It is a Thursday, Friday Eve. Yeah, I'm in a better mood. Yes. I woke up extra early, stood up late, figuring things out. I'm good. We're back. What's going on? Waiting for Dr. Aaron Smith to get on here and rock out with us. Jay Black to join in like 14 minutes from now, something like that. I think it's around 14 minutes where he jumps in. Let me get to these good mornings. We got a lot. If you look at the title, let's go down some rabbit holes. No pause. We're going to go down some rabbit holes, get these good mornings popping. Yes, Tawana, come on in here and turn on the show. Your smart ass text messages. LaShawn, good morning. What's up? LaShawn, how are you? LaShawn says she's present. I haven't done this in a while because normally we are. Ashabu, what's up? Good morning. It is a thankful Thursday. Thankful for all y'all joining the show. Thankful for the ability to breathe. Thank y'all. Thankful for everything. Miss Clark, thank you. Thank you for having a community, a family that's healthy, a job to go to. I hate to admit it, but a job to go to. Thankful that I got comedy shows this weekend. Thank you that I got gigs that I got to do. Thankful that I am being God is supplying me with the ability to use my skill set to actually make a living. I am present, grateful for today's expected blessings. Yes, absolutely. Who else we got? LaShawn saying what's up to everybody. LaShawn saying what's up to Asha. Miss Clark, good morning. Everybody saying good morning to it. I started my commute to work. Be right back. Oh, okay. All right. Drive safely, Mom. I hope you got a son in the car. Dr. Aaron Smith just joined. Thankful for waking up this morning in my right mind and healthy. Thankful for family and friends. Thankful for you ladies in the TOL community. Don't forget the fellas, LaShawn. Oh, and I'm thankful for that profile pic. Thank you for the profile pic. I'm thankful. Yes. What up, Doc? What's going on?
Good morning. Thursday.
Good morning.
We out here.
We out
Good
here.
morning.
Got so much to do. I'm thankful for God that God let me see another day, for a safe place to live. So many people don't have that. And for people that make me laugh until my sides hurts, the joy is my strength. I think I got Terrence Crawford. Amen. Terrence Crawford says some interesting things. Let me see if I actually got that one. He's one of my favorite athletes. Terrence Crawford has something to say on an interview. I think he was thankful in his own way. Right here.
The type of person that I am and travel the world and being able to see how happy people is with nothing, that makes me think different, because we take materialistic things and material things to the extreme, when we all should just be blessed that we wake up in the morning, It's a blessing to have your legs. It's a blessing to have your arms, your eyes, your ears, your teeth, your nose. It's a blessing to see. But we don't look at things like that. So when I'm in different countries and I go to the slums and to see how happy they is with nothing, I come back like, man, we tripping over here. Yeah, we tripping. Like, we take too much for me being.
And oddly enough, Doc, and I don't know why. You had made a comment. We were going back and forth last week. And you had made a comment that, don't worry, we'll be here. We'll be all right no matter what happens. And no matter.
He gave me chills when he was just talking. Yeah.
But you did the same. You did the same to me when I rethought the fear will have you forget what you're capable of. And fear will have you ignore the history of people getting through, our people getting through the worst, including if a democracy were to fall. And fear will make you point out every fearful thing, every getting gas and having to go to war to get gas and getting food. But your words stuck with me, that I'm ignoring history, that I'm ignoring what my ancestors went through and what they fought through and what they survived through. And not only did they survive, but they smiled.
Yeah, kept their joy.
They kept the joy. They kept the joy among all that. There was literally gatherings of joyful celebration during things that we can't even comprehend what it must have felt like to be in the midst of that. So thank you.
No doubt. I talked about that scene. Remember, I talked about the movie I like, In the Heights, when they had the blackout, just like New York blackout, back in the day. With they had a story about that. But I thought about it recently. I was like, yo, they weren't even really serving drinks and food. They were literally just dancing in the blackout. They were
Yep.
just creating good energy and sharing energy and enjoying a sense of community and culture. And then the lights just came back on. And it's like, the party kept going because it wasn't about the power or not having the power. The power was them. And it's amazing how he even said it. He said, we tripping. He said, we get so lost in what we think is important, we don't even get what's really valuable, what really brings joy. That's why you see these families, I've been overseas and had similar experiences. I remember going to China, you'll see a family just like sitting on the ground, but they're like eating and feeding, like they're enjoying each other, talking to each other, teaching people. And I'm like, you know what? People don't need nothing. People don't need and all these ideas that you need something is marketing. That's what marketing is about. What they call problem, reaction,
Yes.
solution, right?
Yes.
Make you like when you go to the car dealership, they make you take a test drive. They want you to think your car is not good enough. So they create a problem and they react to it and become the solution. So normally, if people just liked the way they looked, enjoyed the clothes they had on their backs, 30 industries could fall tomorrow if people just felt content. Right? Nobody would need this new this. Nobody would need this new that. Everybody feel like their face was fine, their body was fine, their clothes were fine. So they have to keep you in a perpetual hamster wheel of dissatisfaction with life itself and with you as a person in order for this market to keep going. You can't be happy, you can't be content, and you can't be aware of all that you have.
Amen. And what's funny is that we do I shouldn't say a trend. It's lack of a better term. We do this thing where we tell people you're good enough. You right there, you're good enough. Right there. But then they say you're good enough, but you should probably do this and that to make, like you said, you should probably get these clothes. You should probably do this technique. You should probably do the. So even when they say you're good enough, they preface it with, yeah, but you're right. We need nothing.
Or get this job or get this degree, right? So it's not just always material. A lot of times it's status as well. You should buy a house. You should, why? I don't want a house. It's just me, right? But you see that people will push other people just to do something else, no matter what they're doing. And then when you get to where they say you should be, they'll figure out something else that you should be doing. And then when you get to the top, they say, oh, you should be humble. You should come back down to earth and be around the people. You don't come around the neighborhood no more. So it's never something where they're just like, good job, right? It's never like, you did great, good for you. It's always a critique. And that's why you can't listen. Because even with me, I had to get over the whole idea of not having a job. And I was like, yo, if the bills are paid, what's the job for? But it's like, but you talk to people and they ask you what you're doing. And if you tell them you're not working, they're like, well, why? And what are you looking for a job? And it's like, no, I'm all right. But then you got to go through the shame of not being employed because people make that like a status thing. People meet you. If they don't know you for the first time, the first thing they say is, what do you do? They don't care if you're a loyal person or if you're healthy. So when somebody asks you, what do you do? And you say, I'm not employed. Some people might not even want to associate with you. They might not even know that you could be a billionaire. But, if you just say, I'm not working, don't be on a dating scene talking about unemployed. Don't put that on a dating profile.
Don't put that on a dating profile.
You got $20 million. If you write not employed, they're not going to find that out. They're not going to get to that point.
It's the irony of, well, what are you doing? I'm talking to you. I'm living. I'm alive.
I don't know what you want me to do. Yeah, what do you want me to do?
I'm here. I'm breathing. I'm living. Like I think
the job they're going to complain about when they get with you. Let me just speak from experience. The same job, the same career that you have to put all that extra time in to have those 10% of the population salaries and 1% careers, I promise you, 90% of people who date you, and women know the same thing because a lot of career women go through it too. The same job, everybody says they want the boss chick and says they want a dynamic woman that could hold her own and pay for everything. They don't want you leaving to go to work, or they don't want you in the house at your home office focusing on work so much. So like you said, you're damned if you do. So just be happy.
And it's ironic you said with women that when they're out here, it was just ironic that I had this clip that I wanted to play that kind of coincided with what you said about the women, they to be the boss, be a boss, do that. And this woman, let me see, do I have it here? This lady was basically, I guess she's part of the industry, obviously, of whatever industry. She's a boss, and she had this to say, which I thought was, women, just listen to you, tell me if you agree or disagree. Y'all tell me, and fellas chime in too. All the fellas.
Y'all, they tricked us. Yep, they tricked us. They had Black women thinking that we need to keep up with men, that we gotta be bosses and be independent women. They tricked us. I just came from working every day, my own business. I opened and I closed there. I had no time for my family. I had no time for my husband. I had no time because I was tired. I had no time for my kids. I had other people getting them off the bus and not knowing what's going on with my older son. They tricked us, y'all. Other groups of women, not all of them, in different areas, they're at home with their kids. All of that independent, you know that independent song by Lil Boosie? You know that single lady song by Beyonce? They tricked us, y'all. They tricked us. They tricked us. Beyonce isn't single anyway. And she got, I don't even know how many kids. But they tricked us, y'all. That's why black women are right now the #1 group getting diagnosed with autoimmune disorders, cancers. Many of these autoimmune disorders come from stress. When we try to live in our masculine. Now, I know some of us, we have to work. And, you know, we got to do what we got to do. But for those of us that have a choice, what are we trying to prove to people by showing that we're a boss or we can do this and that? Because we can't. Something is always going to be not all the way fulfilled.
So she keeps going with that, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to record something. I thought that was interesting. Where I don't know how to take it. I'm not a woman. I don't know how to take it. I don't know. Maybe guys would trick too. I don't know. I don't know. But if you have any comments about it, put the comments up there. I'm trying to record Monty's situation, so her video. So I apologize for the noise in the back. Well, what are your thoughts when you hear something like that, Doc?
Interesting historically that I'm sure a lot of men and women don't think about. There was a long time, and she described this period of time, which is basically the whole history of America in terms of white women. At one point, you know, white women owned like 51% of the enslaved people, mostly through inheritance, but they did own them, right? Because they tried to act like they wasn't part of it. This whole idea of being a kept woman, I don't think the world really looks at the chronology of black women in America. They talk about black women's anger and black women's, you know, harshness. Black women have never in mass been kept in America. There was a time, if you watch like Stepford Wives and all that, if you mint julep on the porch, right? White women have been put on pedestals and kept and allowed to be at home up through the 50s. Home all their life. Your mom's home with you, like I said, getting you off the bus, making your lunch, you know, sending your husband off to work, your mom, you know, all that. You saw all that. You enjoyed all that. Black women went from being enslaved to being largely domestics and secretarial work and agricultural workers to being bosses, and those that were home had to experience not getting support unless the man was out of the house. This is the only group of women, even today, like you said, you know, Puerto Rican people who have the family all intact. You know, we know Asians whose moms are, we know who traditional gender roles. So oftentimes they put so much emphasis on how black women act and what black women do, and they never talk about the completely unique experience that only black women had. Every other group, I don't care how poor you were when you got here, you had a period where that man was going to work and that woman was home with them kids. Not working in white people's homes when he left like black people because they had to catch up and had nothing, all that. No, I'm talking about just family for a generation or two. So when people look at, you know, what's wrong or the Negro problem, we're the only people on the planet whose women have went over 100 to 200 plus years never having a full life of a support system from a man to be able to rear a family and stay in a soft feminine. They've never had it. So in total defense of black women, I get it. You've been made to be enslaved and then struggle and then be domestics and clean white folks' homes and be in the field and not get Social Security. Then you had to help with the war effort, only to be told when your man got home he couldn't get the GI Bill or a job and you couldn't get a check if he was in the house. And now you got pushed into being bosses in environments that don't even respect your full humanity, let alone your authority. And people wonder why you got an attitude. I get it. And that's why
Wow.
I'm going to always be around some black women no matter what, because I know what you're up against.
What yeah. Oh, that was Jay Black's in the building.
Bars.
Go ahead. I don't know. There's nothing I can add to that. I just thought it was interesting. If y'all have a comment about being bamboozled, being tricked, about having and if you got comments with Dr. Aaron Smith said on, I never thought of it that way. They've never had the era where
nothing, no error, no nothing.
In 1999, I became a stay-at-home mom for this very reason.
Wow, yeah.
Morning, Rashida. Morning, K-Day. What up, Shelly? LaShawn.
Don't forget.
Oh, Miss Independent, Neo. Miss Independent, she got on.
Just trying to move in peace. Hopefully, next few days will be smooth sailing, girl. Keep us in your prayers. The boom is called We Her Property.
Yes, the book. Yes, about the white women owning slaves. Yes, thank you. Yep, I got you. They were her property. That's a great
facts. Paternity leave is not long enough. I don't think it was so much of a trick. A lot of it was a choice. People wanted to chase the bag. Some of it was no choice because of women who became single parents had to succeed for our children. Good morning. Hey, these are all listen, this is your subject, y'all. This is your subject. So I have a friend who feels like this woman. She feels that black women have been made to do men's jobs. She doesn't believe we should be on the front line of struggle. BLM women's movements.
Doc, what I missed. Tasha always said, what I missed. Stop leaving and coming back. So
on the Drake joint. What did I miss?
I believe we are intelligent beings who should have free choice, but we should also lean into our soft life and enjoy our femininity and not kill ourselves. Thank you for that, Doc KT. Damn, Doc.
And Mike
switch roles
from yesterday. Okay, I was aggressive. I was aggressive when I was giving the speech. I was aggressive.
I don't think it was aggressive. I honestly think that was one of the
pain. I feel the pain.
I think,
and a lot of us watched black women go through that, though. A lot of black men, especially who had single moms at the time, we've watched the world be on their back, and it's like the sister just said, legislation's not being supportive in terms of maternity leave. You hear all these stories about how people are disrespected at the job, no matter what. The guy who did the Innocence Project, the man who got the people free, was just talking about what a lot of other people talk about. How they go to the courtroom and they're sitting waiting to defend a client, and the judge comes in and says, no defendants in my courtroom right now. World-renowned attorneys are still being assumed to be defendants, men and women. So even if you get the law degree and you're a woman, I got a video I could share later on where this woman was in line and people told her to get out of this line. It's only for lawyers. Like, what made you think I wasn't one, right? So the people are still going through all these crazy microaggressions every day. My studies, like I said, is about women in academia because the sister killed herself and our acting president collapsed on stage and died. Like, people are really going through it. So to sit by and watch women go through that, it'd be hard for you to pretend like you don't know why they might be a little more edgy or a little more, defensive in certain situations. And there's a different culture. Because there's a culture of warrior women that Africa has that many other places don't have. So when you talk about a Queen Nzinga and all that, chopping the head off the Portuguese, our women do fight. Our women are already naturally different and naturally stronger and naturally built, to defend and be, more, warrior spirit than most other women, right? Even in our ethos in terms of spirituality, when they talk about Oshun and Ogu, our women fight. And they fight well. And we've had a whole list of, women in African history who have been queens and led nations into battle. So there's that component. And then there's what we're up against, which amplifies it. So people just look at everything we do like something's wrong, when a lot of it's like, no, white women never led nobody into battle. They never led nations. Y'all women just ain't built like that. So our women are built different. Our women have, you look at Queen Nzinga, she said if the men won't fight, we the women will fight when they was going to defend the Ashanti stool. The men got scared. She said, if y'all ain't going to be about no action, we got this. So it's actually a beautiful thing to have this tradition, but when it's put in this American context, you just look like you got attitude.
Well. Oh, all right. And that's why we got Dr. Smith here. And I want to point out something he said earlier. That he said something earlier when we were talking about being able to have nothing and be happy, and the things that people strategize and how we're marketed to want more, and we're marketed not to. He also included college. Just for here, I just want to put that out there. He also included something that he's heavily a part of most of his life, that this man has been a part of. Just putting it out there, not trying to cape for him, just trying to say we can all address.
Put it out there for the cops and the military personnel who don't seem to get how that works. So there's an example right there. You saw that? Critical opinion, full stop. I didn't say, but we do a lot of good work in the community. No, I didn't need nothing extra on it. Didn't even put nothing extra on it. Right? See that, Salt Bay? All I said was, this is wrong.
That's it. Let's go down some rabbit holes. I got Jay Black. How was your night last night? How was your night?
I'm good. I'm good.
That is why we kind of feel away when we hold our men down and then they date others. It hurts. I get it.
That's part of the reason. That's part of why there's a difference, right? Because people say, well, why do black women react like this? It's a different struggle. It's a whole different experience. Nobody came into your house and kicked out men. Y'all weren't on auction blocks together. You know, people say shooting in the gym, right? We weren't just shooting in the gym. We was getting shot at. There were people dying from the interior of Africa just to get to the shore to get on a boat. They called it the Ma'afa and the Kofan lines when they had those whole yokes of people with the sticks on it and chained to each other. People was dying. Sometimes they would just cut the arm off because it was too cumbersome to unchain everybody. They would just cut the arm off and let the hand dangle and let the body stay there. Like, we went through some stuff together. Genetically, culturally, ancestrally, there's stuff in our DNA in terms of what we experience. We in this together. So when people just decide to roll out just because somebody got a bad attitude, it's like, damn, yo, they raped us together. They sold us together. They killed us in front of each other's children together. How you just gonna roll out? Who gonna understand you like me? We was underneath them boats together. And you just going, oh, well, Becky done got attitude. You fucking traitor. And that's how some people feel. I'm not saying you can't date you on a date, but I'm saying I understand that perspective.
Hey, man,
wait, was that a lie detected? Wait a second. Yeah, that was came in here. Did you lose your files? Did you lose your files?
Did you lose your files?
You lose your files?
I was looking for my dissertation.
Goodness gracious, what the law has been dropped. No,
but it's just like yesterday. It's just so frustrating when people try to equate black people's experience to other people's experience. It's like, it's not. There's no apples to nothing. Nobody else on the planet was ever relegated to a status that was not a human being. I don't care if it was the Slavs that were the original slaves. I don't care who it was. They were considered people. Oftentimes, they got a chance to even marry and buy their way out of slavery and everything else. The only time in history where people were told, you're not a human being, you're an object and a piece of property, was chattel slavery. So the only people even went through that mind F was us. Nobody else could say that. And it happened not just for a year or two, not just for a generation, for 260 years, we were being told we're not people. If you think that doesn't still play a role when we were only free for 100-something years and we was enslaved for 200-something years, you're crazy. So every time somebody says, other people, stop, full stop. No other people. Don't talk about other people when you're talking about this, because nobody else went through this. And it's still going on.
Goodness. He lost his files.
But let me go upgrade real quick.
Oh, upgrade.
I'm gonna go
man. She got to go back and record that. All right, I'm gonna go clip that too, Ash. Let me see, about 28 minutes into the show, 29 minutes.
All right, Doc, you speak facts and it's frustrating. So Jay, now let me get into how was your night, because I'm always interested in how your night was, though. I'm always interested. There's always some good content, even when you don't think there's good content. Just because you just run your mouth. Go ahead. I just love it.
I ain't running my mouth. I'm still getting phone calls from the last time I ran my mouth. Stuff's still happening. I'm like, damn. I gotta be conscious. I gotta be conscious of what I say. I gotta act like we on mainstream media, and I can't offend that many people. Good morning, Torin. Good morning. No, Doc was on fire though with the black women and supporting black women, and man, that puts it in a different perspective. Completely different perspective.
It really does. And just to let y'all know, y'all don't let nothing go. This is why Miss Coleman is a sweetheart. Miss Tawana sent me a text message this morning. Should I watch this morning? Are you in a better mood, or are you going to yell at me? That was the text message.
Let me know now. Hey, she's up front.
Let
if
me
you
know. Let me know. And Todd, and that affected Tosh a lot. Todd, it's a sad circumstance, but I say it again, it's been a full court press to create this division amongst people, especially African Americans. Nobody's caught that, and the indigenous people.
It's in your DNA. It's like, man, it's rooted.
Oh, I should say, look, she won't let it go. She said, any apologies are detected. I think she's talking to you, Jay. Any apologies? For those who didn't watch the show, I think it was yesterday or the day before, or Jay woke up out of a dream that he had and accused his wife of a whole bunch of craziness after having a lovely relationship, and Ice Girl and woke her up and never apologized for it. It's okay. I could take the yelling. All right, I don't think. Come on, girl. I wasn't yelling at y'all.
She's okay with being in an abusive relationship.
No, no.
She said she can take it. Just yell.
No. And that is a part of why we can unite. Yes, exactly. You get it, girl. You get it. How can we support some black women when they down us brothers? I knew somebody. I knew somebody.
It's always an opposing view. Thank you, Trendsetter, for being open and honest.
Listen, Trent.
He has a point though, Mike. If a lot of black women are down in the black men, you ain't issue. They not breathing life into them. All they doing is ridiculing and talking crap. Like, how is that supportive?
But because this is the point. This is my thing. We don't listen to each other. We listen to each other to then say, well, this is what y'all do. So that's why I don't have a comment on it. This is y'all. This is what y'all do, Mike. What Tawana say? Mike, you know, I'm a Pisces. We get hurt easily. You was big man. Yeah, but it's also a show. It's part of the show, Tawana. I mean, I was pissed, but that's the transparency of the show. How can we support? Like, easily, we can. How about this? We can.
No, but let's speak to his point though. They shouldn't be down in black men, right?
I don't know if your parents are alive. When my mom critiques me, that people can say is downing me. Does that mean I stop supporting her? No, I take the critique and we talk about it. Why are you downing me? What is it? What is it that I'm doing? So we can talk about it. That's not the easy answer. Yeah, but they be downing us. We're supposed to be the leaders. We're supposed to be the leaders of the leaders.
No shade, but Trent look like he like them snow bunnies.
Oh,
I'm just saying, like
she don't get nothing. I played that clip
a long time.
That was in June. That was after June. That was after June.
Ash remembered that. She remembered.
Y'all ovaries don't forget nothing.
Oh, stop, Jeanette. You thought we listening?
Jeanette said me and Mom were talking about you yesterday. Instigating at its best.
Good morning, Stacy.
I don't even listen, man.
It's a holiday today.
I gotta work, so I ain't nothing. It's nothing.
It's Yom Kippur, a day off.
I've been celebrating that. Well, I haven't been celebrating. I've been getting the day off since I was in school. Trent, Dr. Smith just explained why those attitudes can exist. Dang, I guess no shade, Trent. Looking like Jay just wanted to bring that one back. Yeah. That is wrong. I always talk highly about my brothers. Yeah, how about we have to include the women who talk highly. I've had many a woman.
A small sample size. That may be
no. Don't you dare say that, because the majority of women in my life have held me down and tried to uplift me. You can't say it's a small sample size.
Ms. Clark saying that's the cycle that we stuck in. But so who's going to stop that cycle, Ms. Clark? Is the black woman going to stop and start breathing life into the black man that has these dreams and aspirations? So what? They want to be a rapper and they still 30 and 40. So what? They have this vision of trying to start this business that they're not putting the energy that you feel they should put into it. How do you breathe life in them? And maybe that will change that.
By being the leader that we claim we always are, by breathing life into them. That's the leaders that we're supposed to be.
Yeah, we supposed to be. Yeah, this shit goes both ways.
Yeah, but the leaders, we have to set the example. Even so, once we know better, we do better. All right, change your surroundings. I don't have a circle of women. I'm with the damn black man. Listen, I had women who have tried to tear me down. Yes, but what the majority of women around me have done is try to help me. Just try to breathe life into me. Even friends. This is why we always arguing. Can we talk about women? Stop trying to flip it. Deal with one and then the other. Sheesh. I was trying. I was trying profile pic. I was trying. I was trying to give you out a platform. Hey, Trent said, "Fuck it." Trent said, "I'm gonna throw it in there." Trent.
No, but because he has valid points. Because that has to suck as a black man to be with a black woman and she's not breathing life into you. It's like you're horrible. You trying. He trying. Damn.
So then maybe that's not the person you should be with.
But it has to be multiple women, and that's why maybe
why
that's
does
why
it have to be multiple women?
No, because you don't just give up on one and done. Usually, is a history in the past that before they start flipping the script and trying something different.
But do you know we can just go back and forth from what men have done, and then what women have done, and what men have done, and what women have done. You address what you did.
You gotta stop the cycle. Good morning, TP.
Good morning. Happy Thursday, everybody. All right, so
Trent said responded. He responded.
That was my classmate. Laugh out loud. Get your facts together. The milk is good for the bones.
Woo! You said take that.
Milk. I'm not kidding. This is not where this was supposed to go. This is not where this is supposed to go.
We are dysfunctional. Yeah.
This dysfunction at its highest level.
Good morning.
Read the Bible. Barber. It's not rocket science, people. Edward said, read the Bible. It's not rocket science. Well, what Bible were you reading? I mean, it depends on the Bible you're reading. It depends on, what faith you're under. It is kind of rocket science. It is kind of, yeah.
Yes, I'm going to do that. But yeah, as you got older. But what about all the men that y'all done sparked out their dreams when you were in your 20s and 30s?
They be their excuse for dating other races. Excuse. We are too aggressive. Yeah.
Well, kind of. I mean, you've been hollering in these comments, showing like you're not helping. You
can say whatever you want. Just don't change that profile pic. Say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. Go ahead, Trent. If you say so. Oh, damn. How Siri pop on? Siri just popped on. Black women have always held black men down. It was the fact that a lot of that didn't reciprocate and left. Please tell me who else has been supportive of black men other than black women. I'll wait.
She trying to go there. What Edward say? My man Ed.
Most black men will shake like a dog shitting pumpkin seeds if a woman says yes, and most black men today grow up just to become children. All right, the generalizations are popping off. Welcome to the show, Edward. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Generalizations are popping off.
Popping off. Hey, think about how many successful men have left their black women right now. There's a lot of successful men that left. There are a lot of successful men that left.
That's
I guess they're women. That is why I respect LeBron James. All right.
LeBron James, Samuel Jackson, Magic Johnson. There's a whole bunch of them that stayed. They got their black queens.
You see, Mike is saying one thing and Trent and J Black just won't let it go. They want to get into the. We got plenty of stuff. We ain't even got to make this linger. We got plenty of stuff. Okay. I just wanted to put this out there, LaShawn. But didn't Dr. Smith have all those good points? Yes, he did. And then we just going to jump right to this. Yes, what men are not getting.
Well, no. Until he popped back in.
I tried to fight it. I tried to fight it. It was Trendsetter and J Black. I want to make that clear. I lost my files yesterday, and I yelled at people today. It was Trendsetter and J Black. How long does it take to hold someone down? Not 10 years. Sometimes it's a lifetime to hold somebody down. I don't know.
Thank you. See that she put in a time frame. I ain't gonna be sitting here while you and your dreams ain't working. Don't support her. That's just crazy. Either ride out or I don't get it. Help them figure it out.
Look, I ain't got no answers. If you following a dream and you in a relationship, you still gotta hold your own. So if you following a dream, you better work that job at the UPS mail store.
Look at that. Then that's some people that might not breathe life into that. Why you should have already been bounced back by now. What you doing, Mike? I ain't been with nobody that's working part-time at the UPS store. I ain't telling my friends that's where your man work at. Well, he did it, but he also
that wouldn't be the woman for me then. That just wouldn't be the woman for me.
But women expect that. That's what they do.
But wait a second.
Not yelling at Tawana.
but Stacy, my co-parent. But if that wouldn't be the woman, that wouldn't be the person that person wouldn't even make my circle if that person thought like that.
Because Stacy held you down when you in between. Because as a comedian, that's not steady. Some things are when it's great, and when it's down, it's down.
And she was, and when I lost the job, she never came at me about losing the job. She's like, all right, he gonna make something happen. Well, you know, things had to change, and things changed. Y'all not gonna get me into generalizing in this subject, Sean. The only thing I let go of is a toxic black woman. I don't even know how we got here. This is such a pot. Dr. Aaron Smith, can you upgrade already? Can you upgrade?
We were trending in a good direction.
Well, we was in such a good place. What is
he has
this?
some points though. He has to have his valid points.
People are toxic. Not black women are toxic. People are toxic. People.
Oh God.
People. There are a lot of black men who are toxic. There are a lot of men who are toxic.
I don't appreciate this. She said she looked at his picture, looked like he in the snow bunny just from his photo. That's crazy.
Well, I think she might have remembered
that
Trent.
she said that he couldn't hang out.
Not too much on my cousin, Ash. Trent, not too much on my cousin. Are they really cousins? I don't even know. Dr. Aaron Smith. We're going to get Dr. And now that I looked at the video, we're going to get Dr. Aaron Smith a light. We're going to, you a little brighter today, but we're going to brighten you up.
I turned the computer around just because of what you said. I thought about it.
Good stuff.
I usually have it on the other side. I turned it this way. It's a little better.
So, Doc, after you gave that whole inspiration set off, after you did that whole good work of repping black women and what they've been through in the relationship and all that, it went down to Trent turned it into but they're women. How you gonna be with a black woman who tears you down, and they're toxic black women? And then Jay Black.
He was highlighting the fact that a lot of black women that he's dated didn't breathe life into him. It was more negative. So he flipped the script. So he's trying something different.
What's a lot? What's a lot? 2 chicks? What's a lot?
What's a lot?
What's a lot? Like Trent, I'm not downplaying you, but you act like you running around here like pimping the game, and you went through like you got a survey of 1,000 women and 300 of them were toxic. Like what's a lot? Once I find out you seriously dated a white woman, I check out.
Damn,
okay, it's ironic. I haven't. It's ironic. It's just crazy. I haven't. It's nuts. It's just. I got my popcorn.
But Doc, is there some value? He said he stopped dating a lot of toxic black women. They toxic for him. So what do you say to Trent? That's the truth.
Wait, what are we saying? You stop dating black women or you stop dating toxic black women? Because a lot of people who date white women say something similar, but that's a reason to stop dating toxic black women. That's not a reason to stop dating
people.
Black. Yeah, it's not a reason to stop dating black women, though.
Yeah.
Unless you're trying to say that all black women are toxic. Like that's more racist than the Klan.
Edward, who's new to the show. Welcome, Edward. Everybody, welcome, Edward. I don't know if we're gonna like him now, but we don't care if we like your opinions. We post your comments no matter what, Edward. Here,
everybody
trust me, there's gonna be stuff that they're not gonna like. I say, we have white men and black women in damn near every TV ad. Now that is factually incorrect, but I'll let you breathe. And movie made today. And if you see a black man, he's tap dancing in his doctor's office, or some black man with red glasses on. Why is that? I don't know, Edward. You lost me. What is? I don't know the point of that comment.
So what was Trendsetter's thesis? What are you saying though? What's the point? Like,
just talking about black women don't be breathing life and they be toxic and they talk down about black men and all that. As cousin Ash, squabble up. Here we go. We done set this shit off.
Okay, wait though. Okay, so we can agree. I think even the women watching can agree. Some black women are toxic, right?
They're not going to agree to that.
That's not debate. Everybody's toxic. People,
but they're not going to agree to that. They're going to say no.
Okay, well, go ahead. What are you saying? Go ahead. Obviously, yes.
Some white women lie on black men and get them killed.
Hey, Trent,
some white women lie.
Did you hear
that? So historically,
did you hear that, Trendsetter?
So I mean, that could be a reason to not be over there. That's a better reason, actually. That's why people used to say back in the day, leaving white women alone, not because they're toxic, because they'll get you killed. I'm just saying, like.
Correct, Mike. She's not for you. If she's not for you, she's not for me.
Not for you. Yeah.
I try my best to eliminate toxic people from my circle, friends or serious relationships. Trent, did you hold her down and see why she was toxic? Most aren't toxic because they've grown up with a silver spoon. I don't know. UPS has good benefits. Not this one, TP. Not this one. Not this
toxic. She's saying most white women aren't toxic.
Most women are toxic. Okay.
Yeah, if you don't got no struggle and you got entitlement and you got privilege and you can just cry when you get pulled over by police and like, well, what are you toxic about? What are you mad at? You got the world, like you're like literally you've gotten inheritance and heirlooms and land and opportunities, and like you were able to own people, like the level of privilege compared to a black woman who's literally getting pulled apart in front of people and hung like Mary Turner off a bridge. Like the difference in life is so dramatic that it's like if you ever thought to fix your face and have an attitude after all the entitlement you've experienced, it'd be ridiculous.
Well, Edward just went off the rails. He said most black men are turning into homosexuals. Why is that? I don't know. I'm a flaming heterosexual.
Most?
I told you he liked the generalizations. He liked.
What's his definition of most?
Edward said every commercial has an interracial couple in it. Hey, I don't know what TV you got. I don't know what you're streaming.
Cheerios commercial was like 8 years ago. Yeah.
You're streaming something different. See, he got that serious deal now. He's showing his true colors. Or lack thereof.
Y'all not gonna flip on Trendsetter.
Hey, he asked for it.
You're not gonna flip on my man. We're not doing that.
He asked for it. He did ask for it. He did. He asked for it a little bit. Yes, you have to pick individual men or women who are best suited for your life. You also have to do your part to support the lifestyle you've created. Work a job while building your dream. There you go. Tawani brought some
and not pick
talk.
toxic people, because I talk about it all the time. Me and you talk about that, Mike. When you own it, when you take your part in it, then you have power. Then you can control what happens next. If you keep pointing at other people and what they did and how they are, you're just caught in a cycle. So I had to look at myself in the mirror and be like, you picked her, and you had 2 kids with her.
Yeah, you picked her.
So what
yeah,
now?
You gotta say the same
really
thing. Yeah,
who's really toxic? If you out here picking toxic people, you toxic too.
If that's what you like, if that seems to be what you're into, that seems to be one of your characteristics that you like.
I got a new phrase, Jay. This might work on a t-shirt. It takes 2 to toxic.
It takes 2 to toxic.
It takes 2, not to tango. It takes 2
to toxic.
Because you gotta stay around.
Her being toxic. Since
you gotta ignore red flags.
You gotta ignore red flags.
Some stuff you saw coming before she showed the toxic. You saw it could have been there. It was a chance.
Hey, and some of it is trained. Some of it you might have seen it in your family. You might have seen something where you thought when the arguments heat up and holes are punched in the wall that is a way of them showing love. Yeah, that's the love. He's jealous. Look, he loved me. You know, her throwing your cell phone out the window of the car because she checked and saw something that was love. That might have been what you saw. I'm not saying it is. That might have been what you saw.
And since we being honest, some of it turns you on.
And let's not get to that.
That's being honest, because it is a little
Yeah, let's do that. You saw she was a little crazy, and you was like, I like that. I like you. Yeah, you liked it till your clothes getting.
What world do you guys live in? That's what Ed want to know. Y'all basically, you're not.
What world do we live in? What world you see in every commercial with a black woman and a white woman? Please, a black man and a white woman. Please tell me. Because I just turned off CNN. I didn't see these commercials. I see them, but I don't see every commercial. I don't see.
Especially not with Trump in office.
I don't see that. I mean, we can do
yes. Some black
everybody. Some black men are toxic. Everybody toxic. Everybody toxic.
People are toxic. There are toxic people. Some black men, some black women lie on black men and get them killed as well. Let me ask you something.
Historically, white women got that on smash.
Let me ask you something. Trent. Let's say that your life is at stake, and there's a wager, and you have to decide when the cops come that you have just gotten into an argument that's titled a domestic abuse situation, but nobody's touched each other, and you're yelling at her, and the woman that you're yelling at is crying. Which one? You got to bet your life on it. If you're wrong, you die. Which one would you be more comfortable with the cops walking in the house? A white woman or a black woman? Just go wait for the answer.
Told you that.
Which one would you think your odds would be better on, that you would be safe to just be escorted to the police car, patrol car?
Facts on facts. My friendliness and my smile.
Black women get out of tickets.
They
want
to know if Ed was a black man or not.
I don't know, but we welcome Edward. We need you in here. We like it. We like the generalization. I hope they didn't name a bot Edward, but hopefully you're real. Not correct. So they can be just as more toxic, because she will get you killed. It happens, people. It happens. Okay, so Edward, what? We're not going to do that. Most black men. Yeah. Every time you say most, Mike explained it correctly. Nothing is wrong with getting criticized for things. People are acting like we're out to get you. No, we want to make you better. I do it to my son all the time. Listen.
You attract what you
is
are.
there a way you can critique somebody without destroying their soul? Yes. But I'm just going to tell you, the majority of women, Puerto Rican women, black women in my life, have tried to breathe life into me. And the toxic ones that came around, guess who brought them in? My ass.
I actually had a black woman. That's the reason why I'm free today in large measure, because I remember I was tripping, had some property damage, and I was talking to the sister about it, later on in life. And she was the first person to say this line to me. She said, "I don't call the police on black men." And it melted me. That nothing calmed me down better. Not a cop with a gun, not a woman yelling, begging, not you calling your brothers. Nothing calmed me down more than somebody saying to me that they valued me and wanted to protect me. And that made me chill out. That civilized me instantly. So I was like, damn, like I probably would have called the police on you. No, I'm just kidding. But not when she said that, I was like, yo, she, because she knows where it can go. It can get you killed. And I lost my line brother that way. My line brother was in a family argument. The police got called on a regular call, and he got his head blown off in front of his mother and his sister. So I know how that can go. Like
Trent said, it's easy to put things in words, but when those words are applied by some black women, they have no meaning. I don't know where the LOL is coming on at the end of that. Past traumas will always affect new relationships. Yes, that's why you have to deal with your traumas. You have to walk through that darkness. You got to walk through that darkness, or else you will become somebody else's trauma. I've said it a million times. If you don't work through your trauma, you'll become somebody else's trauma. I think I understand what Edward is saying. If you look at the makeup of families on a lot of TV and print ads, they portray black men with mainly white or Asian women. I noticed it. Okay, well,
yeah, more. I would say more, not most. That's all. If you said more, I'd agree. There is more of that. Yeah, I have seen a noticeable increase in that representation, but not most. I think
with black women and damn, I see a white man with black women in damn near every TV ad. I don't.
Well, we watching different ads, and that's fine.
Yeah. You got a special satellite. I don't know.
You got fire. You got a fire bowl instead of fire stick.
Yeah, you got a fire bowl.
rock. You got a fire rock.
It's interesting that they asked was he a white man, but he hasn't responded to that. Or like if he was black, he would say, "No, I'm black." Like I feel like he has to be white because he avoided that question. Just my observation.
There's certain things black people do. That's like when you watch a YouTube comment and somebody says, "As a black man," you be like, "You're not black." Nobody does that. We don't need to qualify our melanin like that.
It's not milk and fresh. All right. Good. We can keep this as a comment. We can keep this going on real quick. Because I'm petty. And I told you what happened to Jimmy Kimmel. I was against, not because I rock with Jimmy Kimmel, and because they take his freedom of speech away, basically because they decided that's
Ed said he out. By the way, go ahead.
I'm not here. We didn't. Who just? If you can't,
you're not here to be outed. You're not here to be outed as non-black in a black state.
Wait. Edward. I welcomed you 3 times.
I know that. And that's
3 times. I said, I'm glad to have you. I said, we like people with different opinions.
A special invitation and got that kind of love today. So you got treated better than everybody else, and you're still trying to make yourself the victim, which shows who you are and what you are. So you don't need to put your picture up. We got you.
But you understand, Edward, on this show, we put everybody's comments up, even if we don't agree. With full transparency, we put the comments up that don't agree with me, that don't agree with Jay, that don't agree with Dr. Aaron Smith. We put them up and we go back and forth, and we have a dialogue which turns into an argument sometimes. Sometimes it's constructive, sometimes it's
always come back together.
And then we always come back together.
Playing the victim, calling other people uncivilized. Textbook.
And so who disrespected you, Ed?
Yeah, textbook.
We just talking it out.
Making it all about themselves. Now we all talking about Ed. Now it's all about Ed and Ed's pain and Ed's tears, and nobody's civilized, and Ed's not entitled, so Ed's not appreciated. Ed is oppressed.
K-Day says she noticed it. Yes, we have noticed it also, K-Day. It's just not every commercial. It's just not every commercial. Most of the time, we don't show up in the commercials still.
Brother with the hard ER. Brother.
But Edward, you're welcome. Like, promise, chill, y'all. Chill for a second. Okay. I understand. Stay for a while. If you don't want to stay, I don't care. But I'm saying normally people who stay for a while, they normally stay for a long time, and they normally wind up watching the show for years. So once again, your comments are going to be, Edward, be mindful of what you say. He probably does see different ads, advertising, goes by your area and your likes and dislikes and your income. But
targeted marketing.
We can say whatever. It's not most. I don't care where you're at. It's not most. I don't care if you're in the hood, in the middle of Compton. You're not going to see most commercials with people of color in them, period. That's not what happens. I've been noticing more and more how much we are not on the TV screen and not in the movie theater. Go to a movie theater and watch the trailer and see how many of us pop up in those trailers. And the one that you go like, oh, what? Him? Oh, him's coming soon. Okay. I remember when that black man who hated black women was killed by a white girlfriend, and then the first people that will call on for help were black women. This happens in every scenario. There it goes with the every. All right. So Jimmy Kimmel, everybody was up in arms because his freedom of speech was taken. Okay. And they were claiming that what he said was hate speech and what he said was mean, and it obviously wasn't. And I was totally against being able to be taken off. And Mike yells and disagrees with me all the time. Yes, and we a whole online relationship. Dry your tears, brother. Yeah, I'm mad at you, Katie. You said brother at the end. So petty, just so petty. I love y'all. I love y'all. That's why I only argue with y'all in real life when I'm really adamant about something. Other than that, I can't take y'all slick motherfuckers.
That little extra right at the end. Just a little.
Welcome to our world.
Cheers, brother.
Come on, brother. You won't be part of the movement.
All right.
Get the Bible. All right.
So everything that happened with the Jimmy Kimmel show was wrong, getting taken off. He got put back on, the whole propaganda and everything like that. I want to say it was wrong. What they did, silencing anybody simply because you don't agree with their opinion or their comedy, is wrong. That is why we have freedom of speech. But I say, but I don't fuck with Jimmy Kimmel, because I remember when Jimmy Kimmel was ranting about taking people's rights away who weren't vaccinated. I remembered that. And I was like, yeah, I know I said that, but I know people. I got the fucking clip. I got the clip. Let me make sure I got it. It was the last one. Oh, shit. I did all that. Set that whole thing up.
Nice setup. Nice build.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, shit. Yeah. I had it in here, too.
Jimmy.
I think Ed took it when he left.
Come on, brother. Ed took it.
Bring the clip back, Ed.
Bring the clip back, Dan. Let me see if I got it. Oh, man, that was crazy. Bring the clip back. Stop playing with me. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Go ahead, y'all can go generalizing again. Hold on. Go back to generalizing. All right, that was the last one. Oh, I got it. All right, I'll be right back.
What?
I'll be right back. No, I gotta get it. I'm on
it. Doc, I don't know where you go from there, Doc. I'll let you run it. I heard Bad Bunny.
I heard Bad Bunny's on ice list. Don't think he's doing the Super Bowl. That's crazy.
No, it wasn't brother with an A. It's ER. It was the ER, brother. It was the ER. All right, keep going, Doc.
Oh, yeah. Well, we talked about France falling and the UK about to fall. I think the Sudan is actually still experiencing the worst genocide on the planet. And it's just ironic how I think it was Mehdi Hassan. Mehdi Hassan actually has been the first mainstream journalist to bring some recent attention to the genocide in the Sudan. But it's ironic that a lot of black people don't even know. They keep hearing about who to grieve for. We keep being told to grieve for this one white boy when millions of people in Africa.
All right, stay right there. Keep it right there. Keep it right there. This is the clip I was telling you. This is the clip I was telling you about Jimmy Kimmel about the unvaccinated people.
Cases is up more than 300% from a year ago. Dr. Fauci said that if hospitals get any more overcrowded, they're going to have to make some very tough choices about who gets an ICU bed. That choice doesn't seem so tough to me. Vaccinated person having a heart attack? Yes, come right on in. We'll take care of you. Unvaccinated guy who gobbled horse goo? Rest in peace, Wheezy.
I just want to tell you, that was the propaganda he was spreading. Rest in peace. So your right for medical attention, your right that you pay into, that you were taxed for, and a lot of y'all are paying to it with your paycheck for your health care. He's saying if you went to an ICU and you are unvaccinated, rest in peace. That's hate speech to me, y'all.
You can spin and flip it.
There ain't no spin or flipping. He's saying you don't deserve a bed in a hospital that your tax money pay for because you didn't decide to do what he wanted you to do.
But wasn't it like it was a major deal? People were dropping like flies without getting vaccinated. So that was a thing to save your life, and it's on you if you
they
don't.
scared you, and they scared you into releasing your right to say no.
Was it because they weren't vaccinated, though? Because vaccinations are supposed to cure diseases, and this is the first vaccine that didn't cure the disease. So I don't really know why they called it a vaccine. But in the beginning, they said it could stop you from getting a disease, which turned out not to be true.
Which was never FDA approved when they were pushing it on you.
But y'all remember that? Y'all remember when they said that if you get the vaccine, you can't get the virus? And then people changed it a month later and was like, well, you got to get another vaccine. And I was like, another vaccine? Like with polio, you get the vaccine, you can't get the virus. Like what? So now, if you look at the definition of vaccine, that's what vaccine means. You're immune from the get it.
Still want to fight.
Yeah,
this is the first vaccine
cases is up more than 300% from a year ago.
I want to show you who he. I want to show you the guy who he quotes, which is so funny.
300% from a year ago. Dr. Fauci said that if
Dr. Fauci,
he was at the forefront back then. Mike
okay,
Stock.
so where is he? Where is he at now? Running.
Should
but
be in
at
jail.
that time, he was.
Right.
At
No. What I'm saying is
every word. What should we do?
Yeah, because we were dumb losers who sat there. We were dumb followers who sat there, me included, and took a shot that was never approved by the FDA when we were getting the shot. And now the man is on the run. Now he's ducking and diving for $100 million lawsuits, and you don't hear from him anymore because he doesn't want to be in the forefront of those lawsuits. But I'll let him continue. Go ahead, Jimmy. Go ahead. You continue on since you were so they're taking my rights away. Go ahead, Jim. Go ahead.
Hospitals get any more overcrowded, they're going to have to make some very tough choices about who gets an ICU bed. That choice doesn't seem so tough to me. Vaccinated person having a heart attack? Yes, come right on in. We'll take care of you. Unvaccinated guy who gobbled horse goo? Rest in peace.
Okay, well, if that's the case, hey, it doesn't seem like that harder choice to me. If a talk show host decides to follow the agenda of the government, let him right in. Keep him on TV. But if he speaks against them, my bad, rest in peace. Get canceled. Y'all can't fight for rights whenever it's convenient. Y'all can't fight for rights whenever it's convenient. When y'all get scared, y'all can't start swiping people's rights away. So please, Jimmy, miss me. This is why what happened to him was wrong. What he said right there was wrong. You ain't a doctor. You just followed the words of a guy named Fauci who was in cahoots with a bunch of Moderners and the rest of them. And I took the vaccine.
My issue is what's his thoughts now?
Exactly.
Like, okay, no, like Jay said, in the moment. What now? Were we told the truth? Does the mask stop? If the vaccine don't stop the virus, does the mask stop the virus? Like, can we really have a conversation at any point where it's like the little kids whose lungs are still developing and need to breathe deeply, who wore masks for over a year? Like, can we talk about whether or not this was good or not? I remember in the UK, they said the politicians were having parties in the backyard and got caught when they were telling everybody else to wear masks. They were literally meeting up with no mask, having parties.
But the mask had to be helpful, though. I would think your germs fly. Remember they had the radius of when you cough and how it flies 6 feet and you can like the mask had to help, right? Come on, right?
No.
We wore the mask. We got the like Jeanette said, damn your medical card. It was where's your vaccination card? You need to show that COVID card. Remember, people were selling COVID cards, getting locked up.
So why did they stop? Why did we stop one day? Did something happen to the virus one day? The same virus. The virus is still the virus. People still get COVID today. Why did we stop showing our card and wearing masks if COVID is still around? What was the shift? What changed? Help me. Let's say I agree with you totally. Why did we stop wearing the mask? If the mask helped, why are we not wearing them? If the vaccine didn't cure COVID and COVID's still out there, why aren't we still in our house? Like, what changed? I think enough people got vaccinated, but the vaccine don't stop you from spreading the disease or catching it.
People were trying to tell you.
Ed came back. Yeah, we good.
Hey, mommy, you came back. Yeah, I listen. I'm not in any way trying to distract anybody who lost somebody during that time. I'm just trying to tell you, you can't have it both ways. You can't force people and strip them of their rights and then be in an uproar when your rights get stripped. But y'all don't like that. Yeah, we were scared. Okay. There are tons of people scared of guns. They won't let them rights go.
There's a guy called Jacob Reeks in 2021. He's an MP out there in England. He said the conservative MPs don't need to wear masks during debates because they know each other.
We wore masks because you couldn't get into places.
That was it. Come see me on stage and I'll break down what happened in Dallas during COVID and what happened here in COVID and tell you how differently the same country handled it. How differently it handled. It was handled. Number of reported cases per city and per state. I don't know the number of reported cases. Okay.
I guess of the COVID, of the mask, how it was helping, it wasn't helping. Like I said, we was locked in our houses, people. We wanted anything to get back outside.
That's how it works.
That's the ploy.
Yeah. I just sent you the one from the UK, Boris Johnson, the one they called the Trump of the UK. That link I just sent you can look at the headline. When he was talking about, they said he had illicit parties during the lockdown. So while they were telling everybody else, appeared to joke about holding a Christmas party last year while much of the country faced tough COVID restrictions in a leaked video. So he was up there joking about it. Christmas party season got underway. Johnson is struggling with mixed messages, faced questions and criticisms since the Mirror newspaper reported that there were social gatherings at Johnson's 10 Downing Street office over the Christmas period in 2020. So while he was telling everybody else, stay in your effing house, he was throwing parties at his.
Spreader.
What are we doing here?
It was the spreader.
The people that were telling you, we got to stay in our house, they weren't following their own rules. That sounds like you got played. That sounds like what they were saying they knew wasn't true. Because if they thought that you could die by taking your mask off and being around people, they wouldn't be having masks off and having big parties. Plural, parties.
John still asked if you're vaccinated in Maryland.
Wow, they still want to know. Yo, you vaccinated? You got your card?
So exactly, Doc. Yep, they told us no shot, no work, no outside, diabolical experiment.
That's why people got them big lawsuits, like in New York. Them cops and firefighters sued for millions and millions of dollars. So they didn't talk about that either. How they paid all these people because they tried to fire people for not being vaccinated. They came back and sued.
And I didn't want to turn this into a vaccination show. I just want to make it clear. Jimmy talking out both sides of his neck. That's what I wanted to make. I wanted to make that clear. Now, a few days ago, remember I played that clip with the guy who claimed that Speaker Mike Johnson was on Grindr.
Yeah, he's scared now.
Yeah, he shook night now, and it makes me believe that the stuff he was saying has some truth serum in it, because all of a sudden they putting the full court press on homie. His little update on what he's going through now.
It's Wednesday, 2:00 Eastern Standard Time. And if you're going to listen to this video, please listen in its entirety.
We ain't gonna do that. Okay.
I would refer to my video yesterday when I told you that I had provided this information to my legal team, and it was then provided to a trusted media outlet.
Talk faster.
I no longer have this information in my possession. It is in several sources' hands. This media outlet is vetting this information and will report on it. I legally cannot post anything on here now. That is the advice of my attorneys. I am not protected by any type of journalistic law for defamation or anything like that. I cannot release these files on here. I simply can't. The sheer amount of death threats do something to a person. I'm nervous. I'm very frightened for my life right now. They're coming from everywhere.
So, hey.
You can't halfway crash out, man. Like, if you go do it, you gotta do it. I would have gave a whole different speech at that point. If y'all can call threat in my life, I'm about to get online. I'm about to go live for real now.
And other people, and I like this guy. Other people put he was giving weird stuff that his stuff was getting.
A video from a user called Razzle Dazzle Mo, who was saying that he had evidence of Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House, having a Grindr account and IP captures that proved that it was him, and that he would release it if Mike Johnson didn't swear in the newly elected official, who would be the deciding signature to release the Epstein files, which seems to be the reason Mike Johnson doesn't want to swear her in. Yeah, that video is gone. His video, my video, anyone who duetted it, it's gone. And I got a community guidelines violation for that. What was the violation? Like, which of the community guidelines did I violate? Just community guidelines, which is what a moderator does on here when they can't articulate what the problem is, but they were just told to get rid of something. So they did. That video still exists on my Instagram, on my YouTube, on Twitter. It's still out there. And that guy did release an update yesterday. It's the video just before this one. So if you don't know what's going on, please check it out, because I find it real interesting that's trying to be scrubbed from the TikToks.
Well, you know, I mean, you know, I mean, homie, unless my computer did no, we want to, it made it did. Am I spelling it right? Grindr. I should be able to scroll down to see what video they're scrubbing, because I guess we'll be next on the list. So I guess they should be.
They come first.
No, not unless air reporters. We should be all right.
Don't give it any idea.
No, Ed
call your pop.
fitting right in. Ed fitting right in. He fit right in.
So yeah, we got it somewhere in here. We got the Grindr thing somewhere in here. So yeah, that went on, and Mike Johnson's having a tough time, because Mike Johnson is getting stepped to. The House Speaker is getting stepped to, and for some reason, I always find it weird. How are these mics hot, and y'all don't know the mics are hot when these conversations are going? One of the reps
unhinged. He is unwell. What are you doing?
Folks on your side are too. I don't control.
Oh my! The president is unhinged. He is unwell. What are you doing?
Folks on your side are too. I don't control.
Oh my God! Please, that performance in front of the generals, that
I didn't see it.
is so dangerous. You know I serve on foreign affairs and appropriations. This is a collision of those two things. Our allies are looking elsewhere. Our enemies are laughing.
I just left.
You have a president who is unwell. The president is
unwell. You have a president who's unwell. I don't know how these mics are hot, and I don't know how they don't know that these people are around recording this stuff. And the fact that the speaker said he didn't see it. You didn't see the damn thing
speech.
that
he talked to all the. That's the first time in American history where that much top brass was in one place. Really, it's a security danger. But not even during World War II, or where they never got all those people together like that. So for him to be who he is and not even watch what's being said in that situation from the Department of War leader was crazy. That Mike Johnson is off his job like that. You should have been watching.
Mike Johnson,
you should know what he's going to say before he said it.
How'd you not see it? We saw it. Our little takeover legend community, we played it.
Yeah. What was you watching instead? What was more important? Grindr?
Yeah, what were you watching commercials?
He was on Grindr. He was on Grindr.
Were you on Grindr, or were you watching commercials with black and Asian and white women?
No, that's what we typed in the Pornhub. Black and white men together. Oh my gosh. But ironically, the black woman Omarosa called her book Unhinged in 2018. Everybody said she was crazy. So she's been calling Trump unhinged since 2018. The canary in the mine. Listen to these black people, especially black women. Because when she was saying it, when she said she didn't get cursed, she didn't curse everybody out in the Pentagon, they didn't believe her. Then she had them recorded. I don't know if y'all remember that. But Omarosa had outsmarted 5-star generals in the most protected airspace and building on the planet. Omarosa was in the Pentagon taping them, because not only was she slick, she knew racism. And she knew that they were going to try to use April, the black reporter. They went and leaked the story to her, saying that Omarosa was cursing everybody out when she got fired. So they turned these two black women against each other. And Omarosa was like, actually, and played the tape, and she wasn't cursing at nobody. So this whole idea of them turning black people against each other and then acting like black women didn't say it first, I wonder where Omarosa is now. That's the interview I want. I don't want to hear from nobody else except for Candace Owens. What's it? Not Ben Shapiro. What's the other one? Fuentes and Omarosa, because they were the only ones saying half of this stuff years ago.
Oh, Dr. Smith, you said Candace Owen, you asked and you shall receive. You want to hear? She riding out for her homie right now. You asked.
Oh yeah, they must have been smashing.
Boy,
and I'm going to challenge Turning Point USA executives to issue a very clean statement saying that I am lying if this is not true. About 48 hours before Charlie Kirk died, Charlie informed people at Turning Point, as well as Jewish donors and a rabbi, that he had no choice but to abandon the pro-Israel cause outright. Okay, Charlie was done. He said it explicitly that he refused to be bullied anymore by the Jewish donors. Can you guys answer? Did he express that? Did he also express that he wanted to bring me, Candace Owens, back because he was standing up for himself? And then did he, just 48 hours later, conveniently catch a bullet to the throat before our on-stage reunion could happen? It's a yes or a no.
Damn.
And they said that there was a woman with the shooter that said might have been an accomplice. Candace Owens broke that story yesterday, too. She had over 500,000 people watching within the first hour. So, and I always say to people, we had this conversation on the air before. Stop being so emotional about who the messenger is and focus on the message. Because a lot of people that are already like, I can't with her. Well, that's why you don't know what's going on right now. That's why these connections to Israel or the Mossad and all these allegations being put forth, you're not even in the loop. Because like I said, the first couple of days after Charlie, I said, don't believe the official story. Don't be so busy celebrating that you accept this nonsense and don't dig deeper. So the people that are digging deeper right now are Tucker Carlson, Nick Fuentes, and Candace Owens. So think what you want about them. They're the main ones digging. And they have access to the people and know the inner workings of these organizations in a way that they can contact people and bring you angles and perspectives that we wouldn't otherwise have. She's doing reconnaissance. She's been inside of the devil's lair. So she's naming names. She's identified people that have been on these videos on TikTok. Nobody else knew who they was. And she said, I reached out and contacted them because they used to work at Turning Point. So the fact that she has this information, let her use the information that only she has, and the courage, because you saw the man just now with Mike Johnson stuff, he don't want to talk with one threat. Candace Owens gets threatened every day and keeps doing what she's doing. You need a certain type of gumption and chutzpah to come on every day when you know people want to kill you and still say what you want to say. So talk about Candace all you want. She's brave enough and knowledgeable enough to do a unique job right now that people need to pay attention to.
Yeah, well, she's getting it in. She's in love.
There was something going on. There was
singing R. Kelly. Yeah.
There was something going on. But
he was muted at the time.
What send Kamari the link. I thought I sent him the link. I forgot today's
we got
Thursday.
money questions today.
Yeah, I thought, and it's my phone is not allowing me to send him the link. I don't know why. But it's not letting me send the link. It keeps saying I got a problem with I don't know. Whoa, that's weird. What's going on with my phone? My phone acting up. I don't know. Send him the link. So she's over there. You said it better than I can say it. The fact that she is willing to say all this stuff, Craig said, to my point, as a previous sniper, he was shot from the right side of his back. Exit wound was the left side of his neck. That kid did not shoot him. And Candace also said the kid didn't do it. No, Candace is she's been on there.
Okay, he did say that.
Candace don't give a fuck.
Which is, hey,
she's crashing out for real. But she's showing, and I think it's like that song with Mason and P. Diddy. Like a lot of these women are harder than a lot of you niggas. Like she's showing, if you're going to do it, this is how you ride out for somebody. Because honestly, if somebody shoots me and lies about it, especially my friends from high school, I want them to crash out. Especially people act like they were my friends, coming like Netanyahu reading a letter, talking about, Charlie wrote me a letter. He said that to support Israel. Like, no. Don't let anybody play with my legacy and act like I liked them when I didn't like them and they were just threatening me a week before. Tell the truth on them.
Yeah, we probably need to put a list. We probably, just in case, we need to put a list for you, Doc. So just in case.
Who should you believe? Who should we believe?
Who should we believe, or who should we believe? Who should we?
His best friend. They'd be like, he never mentioned you.
Yeah, I never heard about you.
You dumbass nigga.
I never heard about it, Edward. I never heard him say Edward.
I know you have been talking about some. Yeah, me and Fearless go back.
We go back. We go back.
We go way back.
I wonder when she would start getting on his wife. She's slowly walking in the. Oh, so
Yes.
Ash thinks she's gonna start coming to Erica soon.
She's taking it slow, but yes.
But look, you making it too obvious. Charlie was digging Candace down the long way. I don't want nobody say she knows too much. I don't care if they were.
She acting like Jada over top.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
That is a good one. That's how Jada, and we all was like, huh?
Yeah,
much, right, Jada? A little extra.
There are reports Israel intelligence was there at the time. Yeah, there was I think 12 cell phones that were found. That we played that clip. We be on it on here. We just people don't know about us. We be on it. We be on a. We be
That's
on
good
a.
they don't know. That's good they don't know. That's why we still
yeah.
on.
That actually that is
That's
probably
why we
good.
still on. That's why we still on.
That's
we one viral video away.
Yeah.
You said we one clip.
One clip away. That's fast. Scratch out
power.
for me. How many people, including his wife, are not taking a deep dive into how he was murdered? I don't know.
And Candace said they didn't do the funeral in his hometown. Because remember, I was just asking that yesterday. I was talking about 2 days ago. I was talking about where's the funeral? Where's the funeral? They said they had some funeral, some other location, and didn't really involve the family. And I was like, what? Yes, the story is crazy. And the wife out there with all her connections to and the mom moved because she had some opportunity with Homeland Security before she started that charity for her daughter and everything else. And the dad can't find a picture of the dad anywhere online. And they said they had got divorced, and that's why they moved, even though the dad was working with the mom in the company she started after they moved. Yo, this is.
Oh, you want to hear? You want to hear something crazy? I don't know if I got the video. Remember the Dairy Queen? They had the surveillance footage.
Yes, it's all shut down now. It's all empty.
It's all shut down now. There's no more Dairy.
It's like the Matrix for real when it's like, all right, it was just here. It's like that movie Boiler Room. Remember that movie Boiler Room where they had that financial scam and then he came in the same place and the whole place was empty. And you're like, yo, this used to be the office where he's like, no, they were robbing people.
Can you imagine if you are so out of touch with reality and all you do is you wake up and you go to the Dairy Queen like 1 o'clock in the afternoon and you're out of touch, like you're not even in touch with what
happened.
And you just at the door, I'm just here for my milkshake. Where
the usual? I'm here to get the usual.
Where's the Dairy? Why the Dairy Queen ain't here? God damn. All right, let's get into some fun. Let's get into some fun conspiracy stuff. But before we do that, let's get into a little. Listen, when anything else fails, she's top 5 in this. She's put top 5. There's certain things that no matter what discussion that you have, Kamala Harris will always be brought up. Will have nothing to do with anything. She's just trying to sell a book.
Oh yeah.
She's just trying to sell
regular citizen.
She's just trying to be a regular citizen, walking around with her white man and being happy. And she's just trying to keep her
every commercial.
Every commercial. She's trying to keep her every commercial.
Like Kamala Harris.
She's trying to keep her every commercial popping. That's all she's trying to do. This man is just podcasting, and this young white man who I actually watch is just trying to podcast. He's just trying to have open political discussions. He's very savvy. Good morning, Nick. And come on, just all of a sudden, Kamala just happened to get brought up for no reason.
You know, she was a fucking pervert when she was getting her job. You know that, right?
How so?
Who's Sweet Willie Brown? Go Google that, my friend, since you know everything.
Yeah, I actually do know everything, and I know Willie Brown.
You know a little stuff.
He was an ex-mayor of San Francisco. What about him?
And who was he strolling around with on his arm while he was married?
Oh, no one apart from his wife.
You're not going to be honest. See, be honest.
I am. He was not strolling around with anyone under his arm apart from his wife.
He was rolling around with Kamala.
Oh, well, actually, by the time that he and Kamala Harris were dating, him and his wife had been legally divorced for 10 years.
Hey, look, bro, look, I wish you the best, man. I like.
Well, I wish you education because you said something that was blatantly false. You could fact check me. By the time Kamala Harris was dating Willie Brown, it was 15 years after he was done as the mayor and 10 years after he had divorced his ex-wife.
All right, so let me ask you this. I don't
want you to ask anything. I want you to respond to what I just said. I've already told you what I think a woman is. You're using this as a way to deflect by reading off your note cards. The only idiot here is you because you're the one that doesn't care about what is true or false because all that you care about is painting your narratives. And the moment you absolutely lose containment of the narrative, you freak your shit, dude. You just try to convince me and everyone else watching that Kamala Harris was a pervert for being in a consensual relationship with another man because you you were suggesting that he was still married at that time. It literally takes you 30 seconds in a Google search to prove that by the time Willie Brown and Kamala Harris were in a relationship, he had been legally divorced from his wife for 10 years. But I also think it's crazy because you don't care about cheating in relationships, as Donald Trump has cheated on all 3 of his wives, one with a porn star, and that is like a bad thing Trump has done that I never talk about, as him boasting about sexually exploiting kids drastically outshadows it, about him being held civilly liable for the rape of E. Jean Carroll drastically outshadows it, about him saying that he wants state-controlled media, or him hitting on 10-year-old girls, or sending a letter to Epstein with a statement, "May every new day be another wonderful secret," outlined by the depiction of a body of a naked girl or woman drastically outshadows it. But let me get this straight. The moment the woman consensually dates a man, it is the biggest problem since Vietnam. Like,
all right, do you know she was a...
all right. I wish you education.
Yeah, that was funny. Hold up, Mike. You got to play the Willie Brown drop on him laughing. That's Willie Brown.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
Willie Brown laughing.
I forgot. We always. How you gonna
we
blame
got Willie? We got Willie.
Can't blame Willie.
That's your answer, right? Okay. That's how you end that one. Willie Brown.
Yeah, I mean, he was younger back then. He was younger.
He's the mayor now. They called him the kingmaker, Jay. He was a power broker making moves. So,
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Plus, everybody always talks about how Kamala be cackling.
This lady came for Kamala on her book tour about Gaza, and she said, "Hold up, wait a minute. Not the president of the United States. I'm not the president of the United States." And you made sure that. I'm not the prez. I'm not the prez. So yeah, some good old fashioned Kamala slander on a Thursday.
That white boy was on it though. He was on it. He's like, no,
he couldn't wait. I don't know if you noticed. Like you got to notice certain people when they're when they know that they're about to. when they know that when you said something, let me see. Let me show you the body language. The body language changes. There's a certain change in the body language when somebody grabs the mic or adjusts the mic while they're talking. It's just certain things when you know.
So she was a fucking pervert when she was getting her job. You know that, right?
How so?
See, Sweet Willie Brown. Go Google that, my friend, since you know everything.
Yeah, I actually do know everything, and I know Willie Brown.
You know a little stuff.
He was an ex-mayor of San Francisco. What about him?
And who was he strolling around with on his arm while he was married?
Oh, no one apart from his wife.
You're not going to be honest. See, be honest.
I am. He was not strolling around with anyone under his arm apart from his wife.
He was rolling around with Kamala.
Oh, well, actually, by the time that he and Kamala Harris were dating, him and his wife had been legally divorced for 10 years.
Hey, look, bro, look, I wish you the best, man. I like.
Well, I wish you education because you just said something that was blatantly false. You could fact check me. By the time Kamala Harris was dating Willie Brown, it was 15 years after he was done as the mayor and 10 years after he had divorced his ex-wife.
Right, so let me ask you this.
No, I don't want you to ask anything. I want you to respond to what I just said. I've already told you what I think a woman is. You're using this as a way to deflect by reading off your note cards. The only idiot here is you because you're the one that doesn't care about what is true or false because all that you care about is painting your narrative.
Right there.
In the moment you
see the mic movement. This one. I've been waiting.
That doesn't care about what is true or false because all that you care about is painting your narratives. In the moment you absolutely lose containment of the narrative, you freak your shit, dude. You just try to convince me and everyone else watching that Kamala Harris was a pervert for being in a consensual relationship with another man because you were suggesting that he was still married at that time. It literally takes you 30 seconds in a Google search to prove that by the time Willie Brown and Kamala Harris were in a relationship, he had been legally divorced from his wife for 10 years. But I also think it's crazy because you don't care about cheating in relationships, as Donald Trump has cheated on all 3 of his wives, one with a porn star, and that is like a bad thing Trump has done that I never talk about, as him boasting about sexually exploiting kids drastically outshadows it, about him being held civilly liable for the rape of E. Jean Carroll drastically outshadows
Where's the letter?
About him saying that he wants state-controlled media or him hitting on 10-year-old girls or sending a letter to Epstein with a statement, "May every new day be another wonderful secret," outlined by the depiction of a body of a naked girl or woman drastically outshadows it. But let me get this straight. The moment the woman consensually dates a man, it is the biggest problem since Vietnam.
All right, do you know she was...
That's your answer, right? Okay.
And you know what? Listen, I'm gonna say this in a joking way. This is this is why white people should never be allowed to use the N-word. Ever, 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 ever. But if in some world we decided that they could be times that they could, that would have been the time where I would have been mad if you
dumbass nigga.
That would have been
I sent you a link
one of
with
the
the picture. I sent you a link with
Oh,
the picture.
okay. Oh, yeah. I was trying to see.
Just scroll down. Click the link and scroll down to them together. Just scroll down to them together. You can see the time period we're talking about. They got a scroll down. It's a big picture. Right there.
Okay. Yeah,
Listen.
She's ambitious, and he got power. Who else she gonna get along with? She gonna hang out with some regular dude.
She wasn't bad
working
back
9 to
then,
5.
Kamala. She was okay.
No, Kamala was just dumb. You gotta be kidding out of that, man. Listen, Kamala, I ain't mad at you. Do you look? You wasn't at one of the clubs.
She got big dash.
You saw at the club.
It's about to come.
You better watch out. You better watch out. Put that picture back up again. Wait.
She got big dash.
So there you go, mama.
So Willie was 60 and Kamala was 29.
Yeah, she knew what she was doing. We know the game, girl.
What they was doing. That's why they call them consenting adults. They both knew exactly what it was.
You knew what it was. We knew what side. If you in the movie School Days, we knew what side you was gonna be in the hair salon scene. We know. We know. Go ahead, mama.
David Howard. Shout out to the
Oh yeah, this young white guy. We going at the people with facts. Yes, he goes. He goes.
Gotta find him.
He squared up on that mic. Love it. He was wait. He couldn't wait. He said, "Wow, you fell into the easy trap. This is easy work. This is Floyd Mayweather. This is easy work." He put seasoning on that cooking. Yes, he did. Yes,
oh no, they was outside too. It wasn't private. That was they was at events like that. Like they both knew what it was. Taking pictures at events. It was in the mix. He was meeting people.
You can already tell what he was like. He was like, "Girl, I know you out here trying to make it in this business out here.
You got big dreams.
You got big dreams. Political thing right here. They call me Willie Brown. They call me Willie Brown. Yeah, I know you know who I am. Mayor. Got a few connections. You're a lovely woman. You smell good. You speak well. What you need to do is just take my arm. I'll lead you to places.
I can help you.
I can help you. I'll lead you to places you ain't never been led before. I'm sweet Willie Brown. Willie. You can call me Willie, mama.
They told me to pull up the Montel. Hold on, I got the Montel.
Oh yeah, she dated Montel.
I ain't mad at her. We're not saying this as slander. I'm not mad at her.
She want to be with men that got something going on.
Yeah, she want men that bring things to the table other than the chair.
Because she bringing something to the table.
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay, Kamala.
It ended up being a prosecutor. Like it wasn't like she was just playing games. She wasn't no hood right now. She had a whole trajectory where her life was. She had a lot of potential now. She was making moves, studying. Yeah, so
put the Montel pill. Then Montel was like, "Yeah, man, sweet Willie.
I got a show.
I don't know. I know you see how many buttons I unbutton because that's what you do when you got your own talk show. That's what you do." Yeah, I know Sweet Willie Brown be in your ear, but Sweet Willie Brown, he ain't popping the way Montel Williams is popping. You know what I mean? I'm out here.
Sweet Willie was early.
Yeah, so I want you coming to this gala with me. Bring that sweet smell with you. Fuck Willie Brown.
Yeah, Ty, she came back.
That was 17 years after Willie.
That was 17 years after Willie.
She was 36 when she dated. Montel was 45.
Oh, wow.
Montel was like, "What you know about some natural D? I don't need none of that Viagra. This is natural. I don't need none of that steroids. This is talk show D, baby. What you know about this?"
Played it well.
Like in the Mac, he said, "You gotta trust me, baby.
You gotta trust me, baby. I'm not political.
Your father, your talk show host.
I'm part of another industry, baby. I'm not in that politics. I'm in that Hollywood life, baby.
You single?
You single mama.
You want to mingle, baby?
Oh, baby, our kids are gonna have the most amazing skin complexion ever.
She killing him with that 2000s nightgown dress though. That was all that shiny suit era. That's the Puff Daddy shiny suit era right
What
there.
you know if I mix all this melanin in with that? You got some interracial in you, baby. You got some interracial in you.
All right.
And that was literally 2001. She had that dress on in 2001.
I'll rock with her, yo. I'll bring it to the family reunion. Y'all would have been like, yo, Mike, you see Mike's new girl? I would have had her at adrenaline. She would have been. She would have been
got a good mind. Like she wasn't stupid.
Got a good mind. She would have taken me places. She would have taken me, not Montel being part of where my hug at crew. Yeah, where my hug at, girl? Where my hug at?
Oh, why she call her that? Why she say where my hug at for Montel? Say, look, that's how the advice he was giving. I don't know.
Where my hug at, baby? Baby, where my hug?
I got a show.
Shit, fuck Martell and Willie Brown. This is Michael Sean in this bitch. Yo, baby, you know I'm
about to Photoshop that joint. You about to Photoshop
I'm on the radio, right? You know I'm on the radio. Do some comedy. See me on BET Comedy View. Joe Daddy Prowler. Now don't worry about that line. I put you on the list. You be on my list.
Tell him you can make a win next time.
Yeah, fuck Martell. Fuck Willie Brown. This is Mike Sean's world.
I'll make you president.
You be president of the takeover list. Oh, y'all would have been like Mike killing him. Y'all would have been like in 2000. Y'all would have been like Mike killing him if I'd have walked in with Kamala. y'all keep looking at it as a vice president. I'd have been what? I would have held her hand and we would have interlocked fingers. I'd have been like this, like yo, stay right there. Not Mike asking for. Where my hug at, Mama? Where my hug?
The crazy part is that was her in that picture at 36.
At 36.
So between Willie Brown at 20, even before Willie Brown at 29, she, hey,
we ain't mad at you, girl.
She held on. She held on.
How old is she now? Was she in the late 60s?
No. Not late. I'll put the age in.
She gotta be like 66 at least.
No.
60.
Oh, 60. All right. She's 60. I was in
Holding on.
She good. I ain't mad. All right, let's get into some fun stuff. Some
just update on Kamara. He won't be on this week, Doc. He's on voice restrictions. I guess he having some doctor's order. He'll be back next week. So he did sound a little scruffy last week. He got some stuff going on, but he'll be back next week.
And Kamala was a lawyer too. You wouldn't need to hire no lawyer. You get in any trouble.
Call my girl.
You ain't gotta bring the bail. Just bring yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just come.
You know how many of y'all cats, Jay Black, and y'all would have been calling me, yo, can your girl come down? I'm like, where you at?
It's in case. I'm
like, hold on one second, babe.
I'm in a jam,
babe. I don't know. What you do?
Got some trouble.
What you do? You hit him with what? He threw a door on him. I don't know how he got the door. You gonna come? We be down there, homie. We be down there. Hold on.
Matter of fact, she gonna call Willie. She gonna call Willie.
Hold on, I got another call. Jay, where you at? In a stolen car. Jay, he done stole another car. Jay.
How I get it?
We'll be like, you trying to get on what show? Montel? Hold on. Hold on. Get on Montel.
Hold on. 6 degrees of separation. She looks great. She looks the same. She looks the same. Age nicely. Yeah. So y'all ever saw those videos where they show what nuclear weapons can do? Y'all know the videos that you showed the
mushroom clouds and all that?
And they show the testing of nuclear bombs. They do the testing and they show you the testing. We've all seen them, right? We've all seen them.
My video. Who's that? In my window. They show the houses getting blown apart.
Yeah, the houses and it was funny because it's just like the moon landing. Sometimes somebody asks a simple question and you go like, oh shit, that makes sense. So this is them discussing the videos that were made. This on the Joe Rogan show. They're discussing the videos that were made.
Seen all the grainy footage of nuclear test blasts that you've
sure.
with the mushroom clouds, and there are always these grainy things, and there's all these like little houses lined up and these little trees lined up, and that blows everything down. Yeah. Okay. So here's the question, right? So what happened? Okay. So this is great. Okay, you'll love this. So what happened to the camera?
You son of a bitch.
How is that happening yet the camera's like totally stable and fine?
Oh my god!
And by the way, and the film is fine. The radiation didn't cause any damage to the film.
Oh my god!
And by the way, okay, we'll do this one. We'll do the loop one more time here. Let's see the car.
The car's right behind the house. It
just
showed up.
Oh,
okay.
It just showed up.
So wait a minute. First of all,
wasn't there.
First of all, where the car comes from?
Yeah. No car.
Second is, does it really look like
car?
Does that look like a real car?
That's insane.
Is that a house or is that like is that a 12-inch scale model?
What?
Right.
Oh, that does look fake.
There's also the camera didn't move at all either.
You know what it looks like? It looks like the smoke is too big. Watch when it hits. Like the volume, like the size of it, it looks small.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, it looks like we're looking at something that's like a few inches tall.
If you watch like Making of Star Wars, any of the any movies before CG.
So dumb. Little miniature cities, miniature towns.
The little miniature cities. So.
Well, you think they was really building full-scale houses just to destroy back in the 50s and 60s when black people didn't even, wait, you really thought that was happening? Like they was building whole houses? Like, we're going to blow this one up, put the brick on the chimney.
Yeah, but I actually thought the government got so much money that they would do that. They just built a little city and then they tried out one of their, and then you thought about it. So wherever they did it at, how did they control the radiation from spreading throughout?
Like Chernobyl, they still don't want people living there, like from the 80s.
So there was an astronaut who slipped up. There was an astronaut. This going down rabbit hole.
I know.
There's an astronaut. There was an astronaut that he just slipped up. And he said it. He didn't mean to slip up, but he slipped up. He didn't mean to slip up, y'all. He didn't mean to slip up.
We're gonna have humans in low Earth. This is the first time we're gonna send humans to the moon, and we're gonna have humans in low Earth orbit. That is awesome. Like,
Here it comes. When the truth comes out.
this is the first time we're going to send humans to the moon, and we're going to have humans in low Earth orbit. That is awesome. Like,
Here it comes. When the truth comes out.
Oh, these lies. These lies are so hard to keep together. People are snitching on themselves without even knowing. He literally thought he was saying something like, yo, this is awesome. It's the first time we're going to go to the moon.
Send humans to the moon, and we're going to have humans in low Earth orbit. What
are we doing?
And I got a response for him. Ready for this one? No, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. Like, at what point? You know that person in the crew where every time he says he's going to meet y'all down there, you know he's not going to make it?
He's not going to make it.
Every time he says I'm around the corner, you know it's going to be an hour. Every time he says, what you doing? He says nothing. You know he's doing something. Like some people you just know. Don't believe that person. Anybody that tells you that you're an object, Jesus is white, they liars. How many times you got to watch this person lie? You ain't got no history. Your continent was a dark continent with nothing on it. These pyramids? Oh, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Like liar, 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 liar. Every time, liar. You're going to believe the same person that told you that you wasn't even a human being went to the moon and you going with it. They're a liar.
I can't even keep
just lies all day. Lies. I wasn't on Grindr. Liar.
And then they get mad. They be like, you flat earthers are stupid. Look, I don't know if that earth is flat or it's round or it's a triangle. I don't know. But I'm not going to be shocked if y'all lied about it. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, y'all lied. It was real. I can't believe y'all lied. Y'all lied about who cares? But I mean, I guess you should care. Because one guy was talking about class action lawsuit and all that other good stuff. So, and then just when you can't get enough, there's a guy on here who put a video threatening transsexuals. He was threatening them. He was threatening them like, hey, if I see you follow my daughters in, you're gonna get a whole fistful of fists, and you're gonna get why I order, and then. And come to find out, y'all can
Y'all don't get to say anything when this fist meets your face. Because if you walk into a bathroom with my daughters, I'm going to walk in right behind you. Have a nice day.
Transgenders aren't the ones doing anything to kids. You know who is? People who look like that.
And I know you can't read what's under there.
That's you, ain't it?
And
every accusation is a confession.
He's a rapist, and he
But
had to.
he sound gay when he said it. He sound jealous. Like, don't walk in with my daughter. Walk in with me. Like he get this fist. Who? What? What?
Yeah,
he never punched somebody with it in his life. What you doing with that fist?
That was
fist.
That was one of the clips that I got lost yesterday. The emails
the Ted Cruz one. This one.
The Ted Cruz. Oh,
how about we all come together and say, let's stop murders?
Yes.
How about we all come together and say, let's stop rape?
Okay, right on.
How about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles?
Yeah. Wait.
We should have bipartisan agreement. How about we all come together and say, let's stop murders?
Yes.
How about we all come together and say, let's stop rape?
Okay, right on.
How about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles?
Yeah. Wait.
Well, you know, they jumped on that and said it was just a slip up.
I bet it was. Slip down.
What are we doing, man? But if you play it, it's a conspiracy. He said it.
He said it. I thought they was gonna say it was AI. I thought they was gonna say
bipartisan agreement. How about we all come together and say, let's stop murders?
Yes.
How about we all come together and say, let's stop rape?
Okay, right on.
How about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles?
Yeah. Wait.
People behind him ain't respond. They just kept it going.
Whoa.
What are we doing?
Whoa, damn. JT said, oh, damn.
Is it the old cliche Freudian slip? Do you want us to play the video when you were trying to kiss the girl on the cheek and she pulled away twice?
Said it with his whole chest.
He got some creepy clips.
Where he actually went like this, and then after the second time when she pulled away, he looked at the camera he went, and then walked away.
That was up there with like Joe Biden sniffing the kid's hair back in the day. Like that was hard to watch. I couldn't watch Joe Biden sniffing the kid's hair and all that, and rubbing their shoulders. That Ted Cruz give me those vibes. Never babysit. Never babysit. Not Uncle Ted.
What was the slip? Miss Clark said.
Yeah, he ain't slipping. He ain't stutter. We say I ain't stutter.
He said I ain't stutter.
I ain't utter mutter or stutter. He ain't never corrected himself.
Just kept going.
You need to issue another statement. You need to get back. You need to turn the camera back on.
Oh God!
I said something yesterday.
I said, whoa. I like to clear that whole thing up. Sean, he said, let's stop it. King pedophile. I don't know. These people say stuff, and then when you play them, when you play what they said, when they said it in front of cameras, it's not like this is leaked video. It's not like it was behind closed doors. He's doing this in front of cameras at his job. And the only thing, he misspoke. Can you play that again? Can you play that again?
Oh, shoot.
Can you play this? Just play, please, if you can, just because I don't have control.
You want to play? You want to play?
Yeah, play it again. Please play it again.
How about we all come together and say, let's stop murders?
Yes.
How about we all come together and say, let's stop rape?
Okay, right on.
How about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles?
Yeah. Wait.
So what was the misquote? What did you mean
to
have
say? Bipartisan.
Promoting pedophiles? I don't know.
I would understand if you said
protecting pedophiles. That's not Donald Trump. He could have been like, instead of attacking, protecting. It sounds close enough. See, I could be in the spin room. I could be consultant.
But what would be the spin?
Because you meant to say we need to stop protecting pedophiles.
Protecting pedophiles.
It sounds similar. Protecting, attacking,
but attacking? He said we need to stop attacking pedophiles?
Yeah, he meant we need to start attacking instead of stop. So he could change start. He could change stop to start, or he could change attacking or protecting. And I'll take $50,000 for that. Clean it right on up. Let's ready. Press play. Record. Here
Clean
you go.
It up. Clean it up. Go on.
Put on a rainbow ribbon. Rainbow ribbon. You're an ally.
Yeah. Because until you do that, I don't know. I don't know.
No, Doc. She said, nah, Doc.
All right.
I mean, no, I'm just getting my consultant fee. I don't believe him.
No, we're just trying to work. The worst
that's just what I would tell him to do. I don't think he believes it. That's the whole thing about politicians. They just say what sounds good and get some votes.
No, we've all been there. We've all
Remember
been.
Hillary Clinton was like, I'm not with gay marriage. It's like, I don't stand with gay marriage. And a year later, like, I support gay marriage. Whatever works.
Whatever works.
180.
But stop acting like y'all ain't been there. You've had a friend ask for advice to get out of something, and you help create the lie. And you help create the lie. What you gotta say is, what you gotta say is,
no, this what you think. Okay, this will work. This will work. Try like this. What I would say. This, yeah.
No, my man, and I call him my man. Now I'm gonna forget his name. Comedian said, but this was creative. He said he was coming home at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and he knew this was it because he either overslept over there. Sidney Castile, that's his name, hilarious comedian. And he said he called this expert cheater. He said, we all got a boy that's an expert cheater. And he called him and he was like, yo, this is it, man. I overdid it. It's 4 or 5 in the morning. And he was like, yo, first of all, breathe and calm down. Breathe and calm down. He said, where were you? He said, oh, I was with no girl. He said, no, you were at the casino, right?
You talking to it like a detective before I press record.
He said you were at the casino. Now, number 2, when you get off the phone with me, you're gonna call your cell phone subscriber, and you're gonna tell them to cut your phone off. You're gonna tell them to cut your. He said, what? They're gonna come off? Yes. You tell them to cut your phone off. Tell them to cut it off. He said, number 2. Go to the gas station, pump your own gas, and put gas on your hands because it helps deflect. It helps hide the smell of another woman.
Oh shit!
He came in the house. I'm gonna tear his joke up. He said his girl had took all the light bulbs out of all the lights, so he couldn't turn the lights on. So all he heard was a voice. He couldn't see her where she was at, and she was like, "Where the fuck you been?" And he said it was scary. It was crazy because I couldn't see where she was at. And he said, I was at the casino. And she said, you fucking liar. You at the casino. You act like your phone don't work at the casino. I called you 20 times. He said, you did not call me. She said, yes, I called you. Because, he had to delete everything. He had to delete everything. He said, something must be wrong with my phone. Because I don't have any calls from you. And that bitch picked up the phone and called. And that shit said, do. Your phone has been disconnected.
No, I can't support that.
Wow, it's working though. It's working.
With gas on his hands, he came home with gas, phone off, gas on his hands.
He got mad. She said, "Take your ass in the shower because you smell like gas." He was like, "Yeah, I stopped and get some gas."
I need some gas.
He ran to that shower though, huh?
He won. It worked.
Yeah.
It worked.
The only thing you got to be scared of, I always think it is, can she call? Is there any way she can get information when the phone got cut off? But she can't because she can't get information unless they're on the same plan, unless you're on the plan. Anyway, beside the point, my whole point of that was just to say we've all helped somebody. We've all been a consultant for somebody to lie and get out. We actually should make a topic. Have you ever helped somebody with a lie? We should actually do a fun show tomorrow. Have you ever helped somebody create a lie? Unfortunately, I can't even bring up the times I helped Jay Black because he's married now. And I don't...
Well, that was in the past, allegedly. I mean, everything is allegedly anyway with me.
I was going to do the politician joint. I need to deflect. I need to hold up. Here you go, Jay. I got a clip up there. That's Hillary Clinton lying. You can start at like 1:30. Nigga, please. My gosh, Mike, you should.
But I would like to know: have you ever helped somebody with a lie? Have you ever created
somebody? Keep it vague, man. Keep it vague.
or have you been the witness? Have you been the go-to when somebody's lying? Have you ever been the person if she calls or if he calls?
This is what you say. Okay.
This is what you say.
I don't ever get them calls because I'm known for losing it all for telling the truth. So they respect me for doing it, but nobody relies on me to lie because they like he's not the one for that. He might mess up and give us.
You're supposed to help your squad. If somebody say, "Yo,"
well, no, I would though. No, I would. Don't get it wrong. I'm telling you, people look at me because they see the image of the truth teller dude that's always crashing out, losing jobs and everything, and they be like, "I'm not calling Fearless because Fearless he talk too much. He say the truth when he's not supposed to. So he's not the first name that comes to people's minds when it comes time for the cover up. I'm the one exposing the cover up all the time. But no, that you play at the 1:30. You see Hillary Clinton. You play like 30 seconds just to give it a little taste.
Oh, we got Hillary.
She's not running for nothing, so nobody can get offended.
Go
Now,
ahead,
back
go
in the
ahead,
day,
What'd you say, Hillary? What'd you say, Hillary? What'd you say? What'd you say? What'd you say?
Of our children. New York has spent a considerable amount of money and effort devising very.
Oh damn, my bad. I tried to zoom in.
Has spent a considerable amount of money and effort devising very good tests.
I will end the unfunded mandate known as No Child Left Behind. I do not believe that our children are little test takers. And I do not believe that our teachers should be nothing but test givers. I know we can make college affordable and get student debt off the backs of young people.
I don't think you should be getting paid that much. Honestly, you're already a wealthy person. Why do you need more?
Higher education shouldn't be a privilege for those able to afford it. It should be an opportunity widely available for anyone with the talent, determination, and ambition to learn.
And I know we can protect our rights.
I'm not with all this Hillary slander.
Wait, no, let that last one.
I do not support gay marriage.
Gay rights.
Marriage is not just a bond, but a sacred bond between a man and a woman.
Immigrant rights.
I am, adamantly against illegal immigrants.
Immigrant rights.
Certainly, we've got to do more at our borders, and people have to stop employing illegal immigrants.
Workers' rights.
I'm always proud of Walmart and what we do and the way we do it better than anybody else.
Labor unions are nothing but.
You stop it there. There's a lot of people.
Keep it going. Keep it going. I love this. Keep it going.
She's a board member.
Go ahead.
Keep
Keep playing it. I love this. I love this. Y'all.
Prayer sites, living off of the productive labor of people who work for a living.
Nowhere on the tapes did we find any indication she spoke up to defend the role of America's labor unions.
Workers' rights.
If we went to $15, there are no international comparisons.
Australia, where the minimum wage is over $16 an hour.
That is why I support a $12 national federal minimum wage.
And we have to be united.
I have a lifetime of experience that I will bring to the White House. I know Senator McCain has a lifetime of experience that he will bring to the White House. And Senator Obama has a speech he gave in 2002.
Going into that White House, as others before have.
We came out of the White House not only dead broke, but in debt. We struggled to.
I think we've proven the point of the yeah. I mean,
dead broken in debt. They got a $2.9 million house that they moved into. Dead broken in debt. Oh man, you just gotta do.
Yeah, do what you gotta do. And I just want to say this: when you clear things up, like there are a lot of things. Like Hillary jumped sides, right? She jumped sides on many things. Politicians jump sides on whatever conveniently is the topic. I just want to ask churches, when are y'all gonna come and have that speech that you were wrong about gays? Now, I'm not saying you were wrong. I'm just wondering, when I was in school, when I was going to church in the 80s and the 90s, y'all told me, I'm just saying, this is not my belief. I was told in black churches, Catholic churches, Latino churches, I was told that marriage was between a man and a woman. Now, all of a sudden, the pastor's gay. So I just want to know, when were y'all going to have the speech and let us know that it was okay, or why y'all just going to do it and just let us get it, just be like, oh, I
don't
guess
think the churches are saying it is okay to have a.
I'm about to say, I don't know what church this is.
Yeah.
That's like Ed with the commercials. Most churches are still preaching that, even when they do have gay choir directors and everything else, they still.
I would have to debate you. Don't say most. Don't say most.
Yeah, I think most churches are still looking at Romans 1:27, talking about men leaving the natural use of a woman, burned in a lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseen.
And I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just telling you, the black mega church I went to, I saw gay couples in there saying amen.
Lady Q said the pastor was gay when they told you that, though, Mike.
The pastor was gay.
It was low key gay.
All I want to know is, if you're gonna make the statement, I'm not saying I'm against the four. I'm not giving you my opinion on none of this right now. I'm saying you tell me then, because especially the Catholic Church, y'all were adamant.
Well, no, the Catholic Church is talking against pedophilia and got a whole network.
And I want to know when you're going to have the sermon and say you were either wrong or you're still sticking to it.
Well, they're not going to say wrong because the Bible still says what the Bible says. Nobody can say they're wrong.
No. I want to say, I want to say, are you wrong on what you said they shouldn't be in the church and shouldn't be doing this in the church? That's all I want to know.
Everybody should be in the church.
What's right or wrong?
The sinner should come to church. The sinner should be in church. So even if I believe it's a sin, I believe we all sin, that we should all be in church, and we all fall short every day. So it's not about right or wrong. It's like, yo, you bring your sin, I bring mine. But Romans does say that's a sin, just like I'm sinning. We need to be in church.
No, you're absolutely right. The only problem is I shouldn't be in sin while I'm in your church.
Yeah, you shouldn't continue to sin.
So if I'm the crack dealer, I shouldn't be. I should be allowed in the church. I just can't sell the crack in the church while you're
gay pastors weird.
I don't know too many gay pastors. Like I'm saying, I don't see that often. I see a lot of pastors with their wives. That's like the thing.
Where they do that at? That's what Muhammad trying to figure out. He said, state your facts.
Because when Eddie Long got caught, it was a thing. It was a scandal because it wasn't like a normal thing. When Eddie Long, that popular mega church pastor, got caught with the guys, even with even TD Jakes, if it was the norm, it wouldn't have been a story. TD Jakes was a story because it was like, we didn't expect this. You're the leader. Like
up in Atlanta.
Yeah, we can run down about 40 of them.
Yeah, you mid-10.
Listen, once again, I'm not saying my opinion on whether it's right or wrong. I'm just saying
tens of thousands of them. So even the number you just gave, if you got 40, if there's a church on every corner in Philly, every corner. I have a block where there's 4 churches. So when you say the church, like, yeah, you can name 40, but I can name you 40.
Well, I'll name hundreds of people in the congregation, thousands of people in the congregation who you didn't want in the congregation. Who you said what they were doing was wrong. Once again, I'm not going back to the Bible.
That's the sin too. The judgment they judge, they should be judged. Yeah, you shouldn't be judging people because you got sin too. But
so the pastors that were like, I'm not marrying gay people. And now these churches are now embrace marrying gay people. Once again, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying I want the leadership to tell me, what are your rules now?
Well, most leaders are saying, they go right to Romans and be like, this is what we stand for, and this is what marriage is, and I'm sticking to it.
I'm just telling you, the churches, the churches where the dudes were with their boyfriends wasn't saying it.
Yeah, I've never been in a church like that.
Church, yeah. And you see, I've
heard of one church in Philly where it's like some universal love church. It's like universal something non-denominational.
Don't blame
them. This should go.
My church is absolutely not saying that. As we said yesterday, we have real churches teaching that all sin is wrong, and there are fake churches that don't care about people's souls, just money. Listen, them mega churches was popping. I was working in the plays. They was head of boards, and once again, I didn't have a problem with it. I just want to know, well, where did these churches that I was working at, where do y'all stand? Because it seems like as long as the tithes can keep coming in, as long as the VIP status keeps coming in, it don't matter. So once again,
and that's a lot of people's critique of mega churches. A lot of people who are in like regular churches, they're not in mega churches for a reason. And I'm not saying all of them, but there is something about knowing who you go to church with that means something to a lot of people. And when they see that you don't even know the people you go to church with, for some people, it's like, I don't know about being in a stadium, not even knowing who's here.
Facts on facts. And I didn't mean to cut you off, but we got to wrap this up. Asha, since you brought up, your comments, once again, right now, tentatively, our meet and greet is Martin Luther King weekend. We're working on it. If you have another idea in the community, now Asha's putting this together. That's why if Asha's going to do the legwork,
it's going to happen then. Yeah, you got somebody
going to happen. And I'm going to fall. I will bow down. She knows how to do this. She knows how to be real churches still stand on God's word, period. And she knows how to do this. Hey, once again, Asha, don't miss what I said. Didn't give my opinion. I was asking when churches were going to speak out about it and say they still stand on what they stand on. There's a lot of rainbow flags going, and I'm not saying that's wrong.
Yeah, I be in the churches speaking against the other churches doing that. I be seeing that a lot. Where the pastor will say, God's word is still God's word, and all this new age stuff, and these newfangled people trying to change God's word is not the way, and people be standing up, and that's what I be seeing.
All right, so let me do this too. Where she at? I saw her. So Lady Q, I saw a comment. Woke up inspired. So Mike, you realize it's her birthday. It's Woke Up Inspired's birthday.
You waited to the end of the show to tell us it's her birthday?
No, not Lady Q's.
The business anniversary.
Oh, the business birthday.
So she has this sale.
No,
30%. 30%. Go to wokeupinspired.com. Support the website. It's her anniversary. So happy anniversary. It's a lot being a business owner, having your own business and running it. And she's been doing her thing now for 2021.
Put my order in. Put my order in for It Takes Two to Toxic. I'll cop that.
It takes two.
We got a custom order from the doc.
Yeah, I'll put the order in today, so I get my 30%. But I will purchase the shirt, no problem at all.
So remember, when you customize it, that raises the price by 30. So then
it's back to regular price. I'm good with that. I'm supporting. I'm 30% off. I'll wear it on camera at some events or something. We good. I'll pay for it. But it takes two.
Shit, business. You can't say that unless you got to be Bible. It's true. When you say it, it's a done deal. You're a man of your word.
Make that shirt. I will buy it. Just tell me the price of the shirt. I think that's a good one. It Takes Two to Toxic. I'm gonna wear it to a speed dating event. I'm gonna go to a speed dating event. I'm gonna host something.
Actually, if you make It Takes Two to Toxic, if you make that shirt, you can put my order in. Because I was gonna order some stuff anyway.
We started.
You can put my order in. It Takes Two to Toxic.
We started something.
There you go, lady. That's Mike and Phil. They about the Mike don't ask, but Mike. When Mike say something, it be Bible.
I buy it.
It ain't a leather jacket. It ain't a chain. It ain't a gold pendant. We ain't icing nothing out. We just get a T-shirt, bro. Like, how much is the shirt? Did I miss something? These shirts $300? Like what?
Don't be lying to my wife. Look, don't be lying to my wife. She's a business owner. I hold y'all to y'all word.
No, how about this? I need another shirt. I need another custom shirt. I need my shirt to say, I had a bad dream last night. Wake up.
I had a dream you cheated. Explain yourself to your credit. Explain. I had a dream you cheated. Explain yourself.
No, but since we're talking about that, the happy anniversary, I do have an order that I got to put in. That I got to talk to Jay because I got to figure out how do I send her what I need on the shirt. How do I send it to her? I guess I have to send a PDF or something like that to it. So, shirt. And I don't put the money to the side.
Inspired.com. She got the email on. Well, for those who have same comments, questions, she just emailed directly and
you put the number 2 put the number 2 on mine, and maybe like the T could be like 2 snakes at each other. So hook it all up. Takes Two to Toxic.
It Takes Two to Toxic. It's her anniversary. I guess it's been 3 or 4 years now that she's been in
2021. She started a business in 2021. Wow.
God bless. That's what we're talking about. Go ahead. Hold on. Let me get the round of applause.
Maybe we do Toxic Tuesday. We all wear our T-shirts and stuff.
It Takes Two to Toxic.
Toxic Tuesday.
She said, I'm going to make him want to say it was all a dream.
It was all a dream. No, you know what? We shouldn't even put it out there because that's a perfect title for a podcast. It Takes Two to Toxic.
Yeah, I like that.
Wow.
Well, 30% off wokeupinspired.com. I just wanted to make sure I shouted her out. She's been doing the thing for a minute now.
Yeah, I'll write the book. We all, Mike do the podcast. I do the book. Lady Q do the T-shirts. We just run with it.
Let's make it happen. Tomorrow, Cash App Fridays. LaShawn, you sent your Cash App. I guess you already sent it. You sent me a Cash App. I don't know if it's for my compliments on your pick, but I think it's because you got ahead of the curve. But thank you. My phone is really. I'm going to turn my phone on and turn it back off. That's crazy.
It Takes Two.
I'd be so scared of turning my phone. I don't want to put this in the universe. I'd be so scared to turn my phone off because I'd be scared it's never going to turn back on, y'all. Like I'd be scared I'm never going to see that Apple because this phone, I done had this phone for a minute. Damn, this phone is acting up. But thank you, LaShawn. Tomorrow's Cash App Fridays. If you just send $1, that's fine. I would send you could send less, but Cash App will only accept $1. Tomorrow's Cash App Friday. Get your coffee money.
It's fun show tomorrow, you said too, right? We're gonna have fun stuff. It's gonna be a fun show
tomorrow. Have you ever helped somebody create a lie? If your ex was a street sign, what would it read? If your ex was a street sign,
what would it, like? It can't say hoe because that ain't no street sign, right? So like maybe we have some more fun stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know. Like now you think about it. What is a yield?
My ex was a street sign.
No, Donald Trump's ex will be stopped.
Is it one way, wrong way? Like I don't know. Maybe we have fun.
Wrong way. That's a good one.
It'd be like confusing 4-way stop. It would, I don't know. It'd be so. I don't know if your ex was
detour on your way to where you're supposed to be.
Yeah, detour. It would be detour. It would be
just a turn back.
You get back on track. Back where you're supposed to be.
Turn back. It would just say wrong turn. Turn back.
Wrong turn.
Wrong turn.
Caution. Stupidity ahead.
Yeah,
all right, save it for tomorrow.
Save it for tomorrow.
They ain't saving nothing. You know these comments. You can't stop them once they start. I know how this
Sorry, they can't stop. There's no discipline.
I got 4 right now. Look, you see, falling rocks ahead. They ready now.
Falling rocks ahead.
Oh God.
Dead end.
Damn, what, dead end. Oh damn. If my damn.
Oh God. All right. I'm not putting them more up. I'm not gonna put them more
All right. Tomorrow will be a fun show to be Cash App Friday. And we'll just enjoy ourselves. Hopefully Ed enjoyed it. Do not enter. Like I said, do not enter. Laugh out loud. Y'all, wow. Didn't take long. Y'all couldn't wait to that. Stop hating on your exes. Maybe it was you. Maybe you were the problem. Maybe you were the problem. Maybe you were the problem. Yeah. That's not be my straight sign. The street sign. You were the problem. That's just gonna street sign. Yo.
U-turn.
U-turn. You were the problem. U-turn. You were the problem.
Yeah. Y-O-U. U-turn.
You dumbass. All right. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be. I can never be that. Cash App Friday tomorrow. Yeah, all that good stuff. Love me for who I am, because I can never be that. Know the good stuff. Love yourself. Love people. God got you. God got me. God got us. Support Lady Q. Shout out to Sexy Mo. Shout out. We got to get a return appearance by Sexy Mo. She has to have a day off at some point. Like, it can't be that crazy.
I say, like you said before, just film the show at night one time and we play the clip.
Yeah, but we need the comments. We need the comments. Maybe we'll have a night show.
Yeah, I'm gonna text her. Mo, we need a day and lock it in and stop playing. Okay.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Her son has off from school today. The day would have been perfect.
Yeah, she's asleep somewhere.
Like off school. Yeah.
See, I'm gonna reach out to my therapist.
Or maybe she just don't fuck with us like that no more.
No, she do.
Facebook blocking. We log on her page. We can't get on.
We can't get on. We block. We can't get on.
Yeah, you go try to see what's going on. Oh damn.
I know. My sister, my Zeta sister Mo. I know she rocking out. She would do that. No, Mo always hold me down. Mo been hold me down before I was even with Takeover Legends. So
yeah, she does.
She's a Zeta, right? And you're the opposite.
Yeah, but people change. People change. Sometimes people change.
The Zeta Sigma bond don't change. I don't care what I do in life.
I know.
I'm gonna write out my frat brothers, my sorority sisters. As long as I ain't touch no kids or nothing, I'm good to go.
It changed, dog. You never know, dog. You never know.
No, I ain't not. I've dated chicks that have been in the organization, and we both knew when it was over, we back to work. We gonna see each other at events. We gonna beat each other's faces at parties and step shows, and we keep it moving because there ain't no a relationship more important than the movement.
I know if I ever wanted to joke, I know what to joke about now with Doc. Joke about that damn that fraternity.
I don't.
No, they don't play with that. You know,
I think he'll turn his camera off. Yeah.
That's the whole point of the process. I didn't went through so much to get here. Ain't really nothing you can say to me or do to me that's going to change this, because the process of getting there.
I used this color vape. It was because of your fraternity. That's
I'm saying it's what it took for me to get these letters was 10 times worse than anything anybody's ever said to me.
Yeah, that's why I said about my marriage.
That's the sign.
Go ahead on me. I took an oath. Too. I did too. I went through hell. Yeah, I went through hell. Yeah.
And you're dating white women now. So
and I'm dating white women now.
We'll never do it again. Me too.
I went through so much shit. It put me in therapy and rehabs and in jail. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot. No, I'm playing. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. All right, we're gone. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow, 7:00. You know what it is.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.